Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Pixels Politics. This is episode 28.
Yeah.
Uh, a lot of events have happened in the past week and a half. Lots of stuff to
Yeah.
catch up on.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it honest here, Doug. I feel like this is just me.
Uh-huh.
So much crazy shit has happened in like the past 2 months that even the stuff that's supposed to seem crazy doesn't seem crazy anymore. It's just a normal day, right? Like another bombing in Europe. Anything else? Like come on, it's the same old song and dance. I want something new. Oh, Iran going to war with Israel, Israel going to war with Iran. Oh, just another Tuesday. I want something unique. Come on, throw me a curveball. Let me see some actual fucking carnage. Seeing Tel Aviv get hit with a bunch of bombs didn't even get me hard enough. It just didn't, Doug. I'm sorry. I feel there's more left to the story that we haven't seen yet. I feel like, and it, I want something more. Okay, now I went on a trip. I went to Helen, Georgia, which was great. It was a very nice trip. Got to go whitewater rafting, tubing in a river with surprisingly cold water, considering the fact it was summertime. All the water was cold. The people were cold, except in the German town, which wasn't really German. It was more of a tourist location that was pretending to be German, with some Bavarian people mixed in that were actually Bavarian and not tourists pretending to be Bavarians trying to get your social security number. And it was okay though. You had the whitewater rafting, the tubing. Went on the trails. We got to go on a mountain coaster. We paid $17 for a 2 minute long mountain coaster ride.
Wow.
So I yeah, I know. I feel like 17 minutes. I should probably get at least a good 10-minute ride, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was it
Just
thrilling
my
at all?
opinion. It was fun.
Okay.
Jonathan posted a video of it. It was a fun ride. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's like doing like a microgram of crack cocaine. It lasted 2 minutes. It lasted 2 minutes, and I got to pay a premium fee for it. And the craziest part about it was we got there before they opened, like 10 minutes before they opened. Right? It was like us and like an old couple, and then like a gay couple. I don't know. They seemed gay. They felt gay. They probably were gay. I'm just guessing. I'm taking a huge shot in the dark. One of them was wearing a color of shirt that wasn't a shade of white or black, which makes me think they were gay. Not not fruity gay, but Billy Harrington kind of gay, where they're very outgoing, but you just think they're gay,
I
right? But you
understand.
can't prove anything. The
Probably.
kind of gay where you're going on a mountain coaster at 10 a.m.
I
Do you
gotcha.
know if they are? Probably not. You're not behind them. They're in front of you. Maybe they're behind you. You don't want them to be because you don't know if they're gay or not. But at the same time, it's a mountain coaster, so
Could
there's
be
nothing
doing
explicit happening.
gay
Not
stuff
yet.
behind you.
Exactly. But we got to go on the mountain coaster or whatever. And the second we finished it, by the time we finished it, was like, I want to say 10:05, 10:10, right? And then, we got done with it. And as we're going to leave, I see as we're leaving the longest fucking line.
Oh,
Like
wow.
a long fucking line right where we were, where we didn't have to go worry about a line or anything because we were there so early. And then I got to see the huge line that piled up 10 minutes after they opened. I'm like, people, it's 2 minutes long. It's 2 minutes. It, like it felt like watching the Disney lines, the people that don't pay for the fast pass. It's just like, just pay the extra money, people. Just save up the extra money. You could pay it. You're going for one day. You can't afford anything else. It's Disney. You're like, I don't know. I thought that was weird. The whitewater rafting was one of these weird things where it was like, we're going down the Chachuga River, right? And that's the actual name of the river. I didn't come up with the name, so don't blame me for it. We're going down the Chachuga River. Everything's peachy keen. And there's times where it's like, oh, you have to follow my instructions exactly. If you fall out, um, don't try to actually help yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Just become a feeble infant and allow your personal flotation device to carry you to safety. And then when you're ready to swim to the ropes that we will toss out to you like the retard you are. I'm just like, what? What? Like I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was losing my mind, Doug. I was like, Okay, I thought we were gonna have like a little bit of adventure here. Isn't the whole point that we can potentially die? If you toss us ropes and give us personal flotation devices, what's the fucking point? Right? I don't know. That was just my thinking. I didn't say that during the trip, but that was
Of
just my
course.
thing. Anyways, we had a tour guide named Neil. He was the only black guy of the tour guide group, which I thought was pretty funny because it's like if this was if this was a horror movie, we're dying first,
Oh
no
yeah.
questions asked. This is where the natives come out with bows and arrows and start shooting our raft. That's what happens when we have the black tour guide. That's just my thought process on it. Now, not only did we have the only black customer, we also had the only black tour guide. I was just like, what is happening? It was like, okay, whatever, right? And it was like it was too safe. Like I was like, like I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry, but if I'm paying $140 to go on a whitewater rafting trip,
Oh my god.
and the entire time
I
it's
agree
like
with you. Just throw.
safety talk,
I'm jumping into the
safety talk,
water. Fuck
yeah,
it. I want the
yeah,
full experience. I paid $140. I'm
yeah,
jumping into the water. You're gonna save me, Neil.
yeah. Neil's gonna have to say exactly, and that's kind of what it felt like. It's like, all right, guys, we're ahead of the. Okay, this is a point in time later on during the event. Okay, we're ahead of the other rafters, so we're gonna sit here and wait for them because I have to set out some ropes. We're in first place. What the fuck, Neil? you you want to give up our prime time spot for these losers?
No ropes, Neil. No ropes. As a matter of fact, we gotta lose some weight. This is ridiculous.
We got
We're in
exactly.
first.
I was ready to toss his bucket out of the fucking because he brought a bucket with him. I'm like, we're tossing your bucket out of the fucking raft. And he almost lost our raft too because he didn't position it properly when he parked it. So we
Fucking
almost
Neil.
lost the raft. I was like, it's like, dude, it was too safe. Like, okay, we're gonna throw it, and they would. It wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter. Like, you could be going down the thing, like, hey, okay, guys, this is gonna be a slope. We're gonna throw up the rope anyway, even if no one falls in the water. So they would preemptively throw the rope out for you to catch it. I'm like, what kind of Disney ass bullshit is this?
Oh
Like,
god.
either we're living in lawsuit city or something is going on, going wrong here. Is Helen, Georgia the lawsuit capital of the world or something? Did I miss something for the past decade? Like, I, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, it was still fun, but for the love of fucking Christ, just let me fall out of the fucking raft for once, and just let me take off the helmet, let
Oh
me take off the
no.
flotation
Oh
device.
no, Neil. I'm about to fall in. Oh no.
Like
Oh
they wouldn't let
shit.
you do it if you didn't wear
Ah,
the flotation device and the helmet. Like,
the
just let me
helmet?
risk death.
Oh my
Yeah, you
god.
like the helmet, the float. Just let me risk fucking death, guys. I paid $140. Let me fucking die in peace.
All
Holy
right,
shit.
welcome to the whitewater rafting uh simulation. Go ahead and put on these VR goggles. We're gonna splash you with some
Yeah.
water while you
Yeah,
while you get pushed through the simulator. It's too dangerous to actually go, but you can sit in this building nearby.
exactly. Like, and the people, there was people in kayaks that would like go, like they had that they hired, and they would go and they would check to see how low the water is, just to see what areas you could go through and what areas you couldn't. Because in the summertime, the water level recedes, and these dudes were on fucking kayaks. They didn't even give a fuck. They're just like, no, 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 no helmet or anything. No helmet. Just chilling on a fucking kayak, just going through the fucking streams that they were so concerned about. Like, oh yeah, 1 second, guys. Let me tip my kayak in a 90-degree vertical angle to check to see the water level. They're like, all right, yeah, you're fine. And then they would just continue on, just fucking paddling with their little oar. I'm like, why the fuck do we have helmets on? What's with the flotation devices? Fuck, give me a kayak. I'm just gonna do it myself. Those guys appear to be having a fucking blast. We're sitting here in a fucking raft. Stroke 3, stroke 4. Okay, Neil, I know you love stroking paddles. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just want to fucking get me out of this raft, dude. Like, just
That's
let me
so
in the
funny.
fucking water. But
$140
other than that was
well
fun.
spent.
Yeah, it was still fun, but like, okay, guys, we've made it to your designated diving spot. The water level is high enough here to where you can dive. Isn't that fun? You can actually go in the water And you're
Alright.
allowed to. We've allowed you to go into the water that you paid for.
Wow.
And then I got 2 sunburns on both my knees, and they turned black.
Yeah. Always. Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta get the knees.
Yeah, I know I did. I sprayed everything with sunscreen. That's just how pale I am. I literally sprayed every inch of my body with sunscreen.
Spray sunscreen.
Yes. We were out there for 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, that was fun. The tubing part was really chill. It was super chill for the most part, except Matt kept getting stuck. Matt weighs the most out of us, and because the water level was so low at the
Oh.
tubing river, he would always like hit a rock or something. He'd be like, "Ugh," like trying to like move his tube. It was literally every turn, every corner, he'd get stuck. And I'd have to like sit there and wait for him. They give you these sticks. Yeah, you pay $5 for, by the way, which is ridiculous. But you pay $5, you get a stick that you can use to just keep yourself in place, kinda. And I'm just sitting there waiting for him, like, you ready, Matt? He's just like trying to like hop out of the off the rock. I'm just like, oh god, oh my. It was a lot of fun though. The water was cool. Um, then we got to see some waterfall, and we took a picture next to a waterfall, and that was pretty dope.
Very
Um,
nice.
I had some excellent fucking food there, Doug. I won't
Yeah.
lie, 90% of the place was a tourist attraction, but that 10% was people that actually cared about their craft.
Bless
And then
them.
in that of that 10% was like the Bavarians and like one German family. And that German family had an inn called Hofer Inn, I think it was. It was Hofer Cafe or Hofer Bakery, I think. So good. So good, Doug. Some of the best food I had. I left some review on Google that said they could have poured boiling hot coffee on me and called me a slur, and I still would give them 5 stars for the food.
Wow.
Don't know if they appreciated that or not, or if they even read English, but it was an excellent, excellent trip. It only costed about $400 in total.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, that
for four
costs.
days.
I went to Chicago and stayed in a nice hotel and went to a concert for less.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that's just total cost, including gas, reservation, camping materials, the tents, the whitewater rafting, which is the most expensive part of it. Food,
That's fair.
because remember,
You guys
every
did
every
get.
time we're going food, it's a sit down fucking restaurant
Yeah,
where
that's
you're
true.
paying at least $15 plus tip, like
Dude, fuck the
like
tipping.
$20.
Dude, the tipping
Yeah.
thing is so crazy.
Don't worry, Doug. I figured it out. If you go to a place with bad service, you don't have to tip. That's
I,
what I figured out.
dude, I almost always, I think I've always tipped every single point in my entire life. And I turned 30
Yeah.
here in like a few months.
Yeah.
And the other, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I went to get some food and we just got takeout. Like, we just walked in, ordered, walked around for a little bit, came back.
Yeah.
And the tip had a minimum of, I don't even remember. I think it was like $10 or something. And then you could add on a minimum of like 20%. I don't even remember what the percent. It was like 20%, 30%, 50%. And there was no custom. Like you couldn't hit a custom amount. It was like no tip at the bottom. And I was like, dude, I just walked in here and told you my order, and I'm coming back in 5 minutes, and the shit's already pretty much pre-made. No tip. It was the only
Yeah.
time. I swear it's the first
Yeah.
time in my life I did a tip, bro. Like, nah, I can't be bothered with this shit. There's just no way. I'm not tipping you $10 minimum plus another fucking 20, 15% on a $15 order. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy.
Yeah. It
It's
is. It
absurd.
is. 100%. It is tipping.
Why am I
All
tipping
right.
half
Listen.
my order amount? That's crazy. That's so crazy. Think about
Yeah.
that for a second. I could order double.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
The fuck is
You get
happening?
order 20%. That's 20% money that could be spent towards more food for me.
Like it's. I mean, even if it's just 20%, 20% of the order. So for every 4 times I tip, I can have another meal. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, huh?
What's even crazier about this, Doug, is, well, first off, the only reason tipping exists is so that the store owners, the restaurant owners, don't have to pay more money to their employees. That's the only reason why. And because they can do that, They can, be a cheapskate with different things and, generate more revenue for themselves, generate more profit. It's a scam, right? And so it's like, okay, we'll just enforce tipping culture where you have to tip out your server. And what does your server do? They just bring you the fucking food.
I know.
Like, what's your
But the crazy
yeah,
part is that growing up, it was only 10%, right? Like that was the. I
yeah,
remember it being indoctrinated right into the
yeah,
just do 10%, which really wasn't. Hey, again, that's a huge difference from an extra meal every 4 times you went from an extra meal every 10 times you went out. That's a huge difference.
yeah,
Like 10%,
yeah,
sure, bro. I get it. I agree with you that it's a bunch of bullshit. Unfortunately, we live that way, and you should tip.
yeah,
25% of my order though? No.
yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm not I'm not gonna lie, Doug. Half the restaurants we went to, I didn't tip. Half the
I
restaurants we went to.
I mean, you're sitting there with like what 5 other people, and all of you are gonna tip
Yeah,
fucking 20%, dude. I don't know. Waiters got to be making bank. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna, especially waitresses. They gotta be making bank, bro. Especially with the no tax
100%.
on tips coming out, they've got to be making more
Mhm.
money than the restaurant owner at some point. Like this shit's crazy. Twenty
I will
five
say
percent on every order. What?
the only person probably making more than the waitresses is the restaurant owner. Because not only are they generating revenue, but they can also impose rules like, "You give me 5% of all your tips."
They can. I mean,
Think about it
they usually don't. Usually some of the tips go to the busboy, and then rarely, and it's looked down upon, it goes to like the chef or something.
yeah. Isn't that crazy? The guy that cooks your fucking food doesn't get tips, but the server does. Isn't that insane?
They're usually paid much more money. I mean, I guess it depends on like what we're talking, right? But like in a medium to
Yeah.
higher end restaurant, those people
Like,
are the chefs are usually paid 6 figures. I
and
hope
it's
I'm
like,
correct
if I
there.
have a good enough reason, like, for example, there's only 2 reasons I would tip. 1, the food is super fucking good, or 2, the service is excellent from the server themselves. There's only 2 reasons
But
that you have to tip.
but
If both
what
of those
does
things suck, you have an excuse to not tip.
what does excellent service look like?
Uh, uh, there was this, I won't lie, there was this one, and this was like it wasn't like a hole in the wall, it was like sort of almost like a chain restaurant that wasn't a chain restaurant, just kind of pretend German place. We had a server, waitress, very nice, very very calm, very polite. The food was mid. Food was very mid. But didn't matter. She was a good person. She was kind.
Was she pretty?
Didn't really get it. She was decently attractive, Doug. I
I'm
won't
sure
lie.
she
She was decently
was.
attractive.
I'm sure she was.
But at the end of the day, it was her attitude that kind of was like
Um,
the most important part about it. So I was like, you had a good attitude. I can appreciate it. You made the experience a little bit more enjoyable. Here's a tip, right? But we went to a place called Huddle House, and we didn't know this at the time, but Huddle House is just Waffle House. Huddle
oh
House
yeah.
is literally just waffle. Apparently, it's a worse Waffle House too, because I went there. It's literally almost the exact same menu as Waffle House. I ordered the same thing that I get at Waffle House, my regular order, which is an all-star breakfast, but over there it's called MVP breakfast. Ooh. And I
No
got the
way.
same exact order, right?
No way.
I'm like, yeah, can I get sausage with hash browns and yeah, that? And they're like, okay, right? And I didn't order a coffee either, and this is gonna be important later. So I get my meal. I don't even get the sausage. They gave me bacon. I'm like, what if I was Muslim? What if I was Jewish? Like, what would you guys do? Like, I don't like. I'm like, hey, I ordered the bacon, and she's like, oh, sorry. Let me go back and get that. I guess it's on another plate. My bad. LOL. And I'm like, okay, fine, right? And I was like, okay, Jonah, Matt, you guys can have the bacon, right? Whatever. I ate the fucking sausage. Mid, very mid. Yeah, even Waffle House does it better, which I think is actually kind of sad. Because at least Waffle House adds some like texture to it, but it didn't really have any texture. But the eggs were okay. You can't really fuck up eggs. The pancakes, meh. I think Waffle House kind of does it better with the waffles, but it's whatever. We get the bill. Guess what's on the bill? My bill, Doug. The MVP breakfast and a coffee. I didn't even order the coffee.
What the fuck?
And so with the bill, when the time for the bill came, I was just like, 0. You get this big fat 0 on your tip. I don't know what the fuck that was. I didn't even want to come here in the first place, and I already didn't want to be here. You
Like,
get nothing.
I think the difference between a mid server, your average server, to a terrible server is like fast. When you have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
shitty server, you fucking know you have a shitty server. Like it's the most obvious thing in the world.
yeah.
world. However, an average mid server to a peak server,
Yeah.
I don't think the difference is that great.
Yeah. And we went
How?
to another place,
Yeah.
Doug, called Cowboys and Angels, right? This one was actually worse than that
This
experience too. This
sounds
one
like
was
a
actually
discount Hooters or something.
It's not. It was a discount Hooters because all. Okay, I won't be misogynistic, quote unquote. Listen, I'm just gonna skip that part. Listen, we sat
Okay.
down, right? We're waiting for the food. Okay, like I was like, okay, I want something cheap because I wasn't that hungry. I wanted something cheap. It's guaranteed to be good. You can't fuck it up, right? You can't. It's not possible. You can't mess it up, right? So I was like looking on the menu. I'm like, what's something simple I can get? Just fill my stomach for the rest of the night, right? I didn't need much. I just need like a snack. I'm like, okay, I'll have a grilled cheese with fries, right? You think a grilled cheese with fries? That sounds pretty good. That's a good finisher for the night. Nice cheese. It'll sit there in my stomach, digest for the rest of the night. I'll be good. I give my order to the waitress. An hour, Doug, before we got our food. They made their orders and I made mine. An hour.
Wow.
We were sitting there in terrible air conditioning. We finally get the thing. The grilled cheese is cold. It's cold. It's a
Oh
Gouda
wow.
grilled cheese. I take a bite of it. It's the worst fucking grilled cheese I've ever had. Guess what I put for the tip? Zero.
$0. I think the only place I like grilled cheeses from is what the fuck? It starts with a P. What's that? They make like fuck. I'm totally blanking. Pandora? No, Pandora's an art jewelry place.
Yeah.
Fuck. What is it
Yeah.
called? They do
Panda
like
Express.
soups. No. They do like fresher food, like
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread. Thank you. Yes. They do
I just went
good.
to Panera Bread the other day with Matt.
Did you? Dude, they do good grilled cheeses with
Dude, their
tomato
broccoli
soup.
cheddar soup. Dude,
Yes.
their broccoli
Yes.
cheddar soup is excellent. Their fucking
Mm.
sandwiches are excellent.
Yes.
I know it's the whitest restaurant you can go to,
I
though. It's
know.
the
But I
whitest
don't
fucking
care. I
restaurant.
don't care, bro.
Me and Matt were sitting there. Me and Matt were sitting there. He was like, "This is cafeteria food." I'm like, "Matt, you're not enjoying the culture." He's like, "What?" He's like, "What culture?" I'm like, "Look at the paintings, right? Because there was paintings all around us." He's like, "They're just blank paintings with fucking food on them." One was just an orange. One was just grapes. He looked like they look like they're made by AI. I'm like, "That's the point. It's dystopic. You're supposed to enjoy the dystopia, Doug. Aren't you, Matt? Aren't you enjoying the dystopia right now?"
I think it's the dude. They have a squash soup they make seasonally. Somebody recommended it to me, and I thought they were insane. I'm like, why would you recommend it? That
Yeah.
sounds terrible, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta get it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. I don't really think their food is bland. I think it's like the only place you can get some of like unique shit. It's the only place you can go and get some like nice chicken noodle soup, or like a grilled cheese with some tomato soup, some flatbreads. I don't know. I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, you ready? You ready to catch up on all the
Yeah.
things we missed?
Oh, Doug. Doug, I'm honestly stuck, Doug. I'm in a loop. I'm in a loop now, Doug, and I don't know what to do about it.
what are we on the loop about? Hopefully it's on topic.
The libtards, Doug.
What about them? What
Okay,
they do
now
now?
originally I was against the libtards. I will say this, I was against the libtards to start out. I think at this point the conservatives and the libtards both agree that they hate Trump, right? Everyone hates Trump now. Everyone. At first, Trump was cool. Hey, South African people are being genocided by Afrikaners. Okay, that's a good start. That was the first time I was like, Trump, you finally did something good for once. You finally did something of moral conscience that everyone can agree on for once. Thank you. And I was like, oh, please tell me it gets better, right? And it kind of did for a little bit. It was like, he was talks with Netanyahu, like, listen, we're not going to be helping you with this, bullshit in the Middle East. And at first I was like, huh, we're not sucking Israel's dick. Their dick is out of our mouth. I had to pinch myself, Doug. I had to pinch myself. I was like, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Israel doesn't have control over America anymore? Is this what's happening? And then all that went into a downhill spiral. When fucking Trump was like, "Oh, Netanyahu asked me to bomb their nuclear bunkers." Oh, yes, master. I was like, oh my god, we were so close. We were so close. We were this far away.
This one's gonna be a hard one. So I think I can't remember what we talked about. I think we were the last episode we prefaced with like, okay, Iran and Israel are gonna start bombing each other, or they just started. So it's been like a week and a half, and as of yesterday, they actually have signed a ceasefire in which both of them will stop bombing each other.
No, Israel immediately broke it.
They both. I think Iran sent like 6 minutes before. Iran like 6 minutes before it was supposed to start. They bombed them, and then Israel's like, okay, well, we're gonna do it, and then they just kind of went back and forth. I don't care who did it first. Clearly, both
Doug,
of them don't care either.
Doug, you're absolutely right. I don't care who did it first. Those missiles were both promised to both of them 3,000 years ago. I don't care. I want them both to blow each other up, so I don't have to hear about it anymore on Fox News. I don't care.
There's a couple of things I want to start with, guys. This happens every single year. Every single year, happens under Biden. Happens under Obama. This happens every single fucking year. Happens under Trump. This just happens. Okay, this is what they do. They start bombing each other, and then they go, "Okay, we let it all out. And we stopped." Now, yes, there is something new that has happened. Trump initiated the bombing of Iran's nuclear facility
without Congress's approval. I might add,
it's not needed. Let's not do that. We don't need Congress approval to bomb Iran.
What? Doug, please don't. We need Congress's approval.
Why do we listen? Why? Please, go ahead. Why do we need Congress? First of all, I'd like to say this.
The same reason you have to wait 3 days before buying a gun. The same reason.
Do you think Congress wouldn't have approved?
No, I think they would have. I think it would have just taken a few days before they finally agreed to it. And then Trump may have been like, wait a minute, let's hold off for a second.
There's a lot to unpack. We'll start with I don't think this part mattered. Obama bombed more countries with more bombs than Trump did. Listen, this has been a thing since like Clinton, where we initiate the bombings, we let the president do it, and then Congress can go, "Yep, wasn't me. Was the president," and then the president leaves in 4 years, and then it's like America never did it in the first place. This has been going on since Clinton. I don't want to hear the bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Is it technically legal? No, not really. It's really not technically legal for the president to do it. However, Congress has been going, "Hey, wasn't us." And it's happened under Clinton. Yeah. It happened under Bush. It happened under second Bush. It happened under Obama. It happened under first Trump. Happened under Biden. Happened under second Trump.
What I hate even more is how easily this was handed to Israel, and Israel proceeded to take a shit on this opportunity and burn it. I like it. I can't I gotta pull this up. Okay, so Tulsi Gabbard came out. And this is a short while before all this shit came out, and I know we've been shilling Tulsi Gabbard.
I love her. I still love her.
She said, and let me see if I can find the video.
Tulsi Gabbard. I think you're gonna pull up some fake news, my friend. Careful, you're about to get trapped here. I know what you're gonna show, and I'm telling you, it was taken out of context. I watched
Doug,
the whole
it was plain as day.
I watched the.
It was plain as day.
Okay, play it, and then I'll play it, and then I'll give context.
I can't even find it.
I watched the whole thing. Trust me, it is taken out of context.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003. The IC continues to monitor closely if Tehran decides to reauthorize its nuclear weapons program.
All right. Here's something I want to say on this. A couple of things first, Doug. One, Iran and Tehran can absolutely have nuclear weapons. They absolutely can. There's nothing wrong with Iran or Tehran having nuclear weapons.
I'm biting my
the most
tongue
dangerous company. Okay, the most dangerous country in the world that has nuclear weapons is Israel for 3 reasons. One, none of their nuclear weapons have been inspected by any global organization. They have declined and rejected any offers or any ability whatsoever to inspect their nuclear weapons.
Well, they're not supposed to
Two,
have them.
they have exactly. Two, they have more nuclear warheads than United States does.
No,
Like
that's a crazy
Yeah.
take, brother. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way
will go so
Israel
far as to
has
say that.
more nuclear weapons than the United States of America, dude. That's a crazy take.
Doug, listen, I'm telling you, they have a lot. And you know the reason why I say this? Because they have a last ditch effort solution to the whole problem, which is that if they are about to fall, they will nuke every country, every single country. That is called the Samson option. I'm going to show you this. It's called the Samson option. It's Look at this shit. It's even on AI. The Samson option refers to Israel's alleged nuclear deterrent strategy, wherein the country would employ massive nuclear retaliation as a last resort if its existence was seriously threatened by a military invasion or destruction.
Okay, but it doesn't say that it would bomb every other country. It literally
They will bomb every other country, Doug. They will bomb anyone that tries to kill them.
Dude, it's so easy to give factual information on why you shouldn't like
anything-
Israel. Why are you peddling like crazy conspiracy theories to destroy them?
This is. I just showed you this is true.
It does not say anyone here it would bomb every country. It just says it holds the
It will
right.
bomb every country.
Where does
they
it
will
say
bomb
that?
every.
Where?
They're going to. Okay, sorry, Doug. They're going to bomb every country that tries to get rid of Israel.
Okay, so what? That's literally the nuclear doctrine of every country. Russia's nuclear doctrine is any country that invades it or threatens its sovereignty, it will nuke them. The U.S., I mean, let's be honest, the U.S. would nuke them for less. That's every country's nuclear doctrine.
Doug, listen. They will nuke us. They will nuke the United States of America. Like their allies are on those chopping blocks. I'm telling you, Doug. I'm telling you. Listen.
But
If
so
anything,
what?
why is it that the United States can fund and give Tehran and Iran and Afghanistan and Iraq and Palestine and all these other militant groups within those countries a bunch of fucking weapons, trucks, arsenal, ammunition, explosives, but the second they try to build a nuke, it's like, hold on for a second. It's hard to perform a false flag operation when you put such a destructive thing on the table. Why aren't we giving them nukes? What's the problem here?
The problem
Why?
limiting nuclear proliferation doesn't necessarily have much to do with the country that has them. It has more to do with where it ends up after that country obtains them. So Ukraine is a really good example where when the Soviet Union fell, all of a sudden there were a bunch of loose nukes running around. I mean, that's not exactly good. So what your question is, why shouldn't Iran have nukes? Well, the easiest answer is simply they are considered a mortal enemy to the United States. But to to go back to what the first reason, it's simply Iran could give the nukes to Hezbollah or the Houthis or Palestinians or anyone else, and then it can be used, and there's no way to moderate it. That's the problem. Is if Russia uses a nuke, then we can all look at Russia and go, wow, that's kind of bad. We all don't like that. However, if you give a nuke to the Houthis or a random Palestinian who blows it up, it becomes really hard to, punish, retaliate, regulate it. It just becomes insane. So, in general, everyone's trying to, not do nuclear proliferation. Now, whether or not countries have the right to, I don't think it's a good idea. However, I don't like the U.S.'s stance at the moment, or what it used to be, where it was like, okay, well, we don't want other countries building nuclear weapons. We know that oftentimes they start building nuclear weapons under the guise of commercial nuclear reactors for power generation, and so therefore we won't build any, and we will fearmonger it because we don't want to, encourage that behavior. Now, I don't stand by that. I actually think the U.S. should just, do whatever the fuck it wants. I'm so tired of us being beholden to other countries and what we think they might do. It's literally holding us back. I think it's annoying. What? Yeah, I can't remember what the very first thing you said was.
All right, but anyways, the bunkers, the nuclear bunkers, quote unquote, that Trump blew up, they weren't even they weren't even active. 2, there was no one there, and 3, he wasted $30 billion worth of ammunition inside of the B-2 bombers to blow up places that didn't even exist at all in the context that they were referring it to.
So you're
talking like
you're speaking the current Democrat talking point is that all of that what you just said. Pete Hegseth just posted that it's untrue and that they did, and that I would argue. I don't. I don't. The whole thing is muddled. Is if I'm being entirely honest.
I mean, like if you even look at Google Maps, like if you look at Google Maps, you can see the location, the area. It's just nothing there. It's just fucking dirt.
Yeah, because it's
It
buried
blew up
under.
nothing.
It's buried underground. You can see the. It's underground. That's the whole point.
You see, Doug, and this has been the entire talking point for the past like 2 or 3 decades. Iran is about to have weapons of mass destruction. Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. There's never been weapons of mass destruction. There was never a plan to conduct any sort of weapons of mass destruction ever by any sort of government regime that exists in the Middle East for the past 4 decades. It doesn't exist. It's been a nonsense talking point used by Netanyahu for God knows how long. It's tiresome. It is tiresome. No one cares anymore. People don't care anymore. There are no weapons of mass destruction. I don't want to be in the Middle East. I don't want United States soldiers in the Middle East. I don't want our military anywhere near the Middle East. I want us out of Israel. I don't want to have an embassy in Israel. I want us gone from the entire fucking area. And I want us to focus on the Golden Dome, the thing that actually fucking matters.
Do you like low gas prices? If you like low gas prices,
Doug, I said military.
Care.
I said military. Military. I never said trade. Trade is a totally different thing.
Yeah, they don't want to trade with us. That's why we originally went in. I wonder
why. Maybe it's because we send B-2 bombers to blow their shit up. with no Congress approval.
You just said nothing. You just said nothing was there. How do you argue Trump is bad for bombing Iran and then also they bombed nothing?
Correct. They bombed nothing.
So then he's not bad. It was just for fun.
Just for fun. It's like spitting on the ground in front of someone and saying, "Hey, I didn't actually spit on you. I just wanted to let you know that I could if I wanted to."
Hell yeah. Respect.
No, fucking stupid. I honestly I don't like Trump anymore. I'm done with him.
It's fine. I think you're entirely wrong. I think there's he
is a total puppet.
So
he's a total
why
puppet.
would the UN, the IEA, release a statement saying that that it showed increased radiation levels above the site that got bombed? It's lie. It's fake. Conspiracy. Illuminati.
Who said that?
Aliens.
IEA?
The IEA is the UN's radiation nuclear kind of police force. Yes. No? IEA?
Is that which is it, Doug?
Hold on. Let me look it
up. Is it IAFG?
It's some fucking it's like IAA. Hold on.
This is, so we have a claim by IEA, or if you can provide the name.
I know. Hold on. Nuclear activity. It's the IAEA. Is the International Atomic Energy Agency of the UN. They monitor nuclear activity. That's their sole job. Basically, when the US wanted someone to monitor what Iran was doing with their nuclear enrichment, this was the organization whose job it was to do that. And they released a statement saying they detected increased radiation levels after the bombing. Also, if what you said is correct, that there wasn't anything there. And I find it extremely interesting that Iran posted a few hours ago that they were going to continue their nuclear enrichment program. Like, oh,
Well, I mean, nuclear enrichment does not mean nuclear weapons.
no, but it's a short gap between the two. It's been very clear what their intention is. You need like 40% enrichment for a domestic commercial nuclear program, and they keep enriching to 60. And
Imagery collected today of the Natanz nuclear facility in Iran shows a change in topsoil above the underground enrichment halls. This is possibly linked to the U.S. strike. Caveat: resolution is insufficient for conclusive assessment at this stage.
I don't really take the U.S. or Israel's word for it. I don't even take the UN's word for it, but I kind of do take Iran's word for it. And Iran's been pretty clear about what they've been up to. They don't really try and hide it.
Yeah.
They say, well, they're
Regardless
enriching
of
uranium.
Okay. Even if they are making nukes, Doug, I still think they should have them. I don't
That's
think
fine.
blowing up their facilities.
I mean, I still disagree, but I think that's fine. Like acknowledging that what they're saying is true, I think is a good step forward for you. But like, I mean, Iran's been very open about what they want. They say they're working on ICBMs. We've seen them in action. The main point that they're working on the U.S. and Israel. Listen, I don't think Israel cares whether they have nukes or not. I do think Israel wants to bomb them into oblivion. Whether or not Trump's compromised and is just sucking Israel's dick, I don't really know. To be honest with you, I'm on the fence about it. So I understand why everyone is so on the other side of, well, he's a shill and it's all fake and blah, 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 blah. I get it too. However, I simply follow the evidence I see. And if Iran says they are enriching uranium, then I think they're enriching uranium. If Iran says they're making an ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, which is the two parts of the program, first you enrich uranium, then you make the missile that can carry it to the target, then I believe them. I have no reason not to believe Iran when they say these things. They're very open about it. I mean, I don't know. Will we ever really know? Fucking probably not. I don't think they should have a nuke. I don't think any of our enemies should have a nuke. I think if we can prevent them from having a nuke, we probably should.
I disagree. I think everyone should have a nuke.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just my statement on it. However, I will show a funny video about Trump that I saw earlier. It should be one of the first things to pop up. Trump not happy with Iran and Israel for breaking ceasefire drop.
Violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
So for those, I mean, it was bleeped, but he said that live. He said the F word live on air.
Yeah, which isn't a big deal at all.
Well, I mean, it's a big deal in terms of, you know, the FCC and what you're supposed to say on air. But
supposed to say, what happened to the First Amendment?
I mean,
yeah, freedom of speech.
I mean,
I think it's based as fuck.
I don't disagree.
I don't like Trump, but I think it's based as fuck.
But you're not. I'm just saying, the FCC regulates the airwaves. You're not supposed to say fuck on air, at least during certain times.
He's the president. I think he can do whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to fuck the FCC CEO in the mouth, I think he
I think he is. I think he agrees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I don't like Trump, but
he's
yeah.
hard to say where he is with BB. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I think he's the least politician I worry about when it comes to Israel. I'm way more worried about like the old CIA director he had to fire because that guy was literally
What, Comey?
exposing the chats. No, Matt
Mark
something,
Mark Mark Gates.
something like that. Yeah, I don't think that's his name, but it was
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, like that
Gates.
guy. He was
Something Gates.
clearly fucking, an Israeli spy. Like,
Yeah.
and there's plenty of politicians that are also just Israeli spies. We're actually gonna
Let's go
get
to
into
APEC
more
tracker.
Israel stuff.
APEC tracker. Whew. Let's take a look. Negative views of Israel have risen in the United States.
Yeah. Good.
Over 11%. That's impressive. Somehow, wait a minute, really? Democrats are the most anti-Semitic.
Well, that shouldn't be that surprising.
Doug, I think
Well,
we
let's hold on. I want to put this into like actual perspective. So the Democrat voters are anti-Semitic. I do not think the Democrat politicians are anti-Semitic.
No, 100% not.
Yeah.
We can actually go to trackapac.com. We can actually go to Congress Tracker.
We didn't really summarize what had gone down. So Israel and Iran bombed each other. The U.S. then bombed Iran, and then the U.S. forced them to sign a ceasefire. They both violated and have since now stopped. As of today, again, this can change tomorrow, but as of right now, they've stopped bombing each other. For how long? I don't know. Trump says it's going to last a while. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows?
Let's take a look, Doug. I want to see which of our representatives over here in Florida are bought out. Let's see. Rick Scott, obviously.
Yeah.
Moody, obviously. Patronus, obviously. Dunn. No Dunn. Kat Kamak. Maxwell Frost, a black guy. Huh. Oh, okay. He's doing pretty good. Rest of them, who are some notable faces
Oh
here?
no, not Anna Paulina. Wait, dude, she's been like super against Israel. She won't shut up. I mean, look at her Twitter page. She's been nonstop ranting about the like Trump shouldn't bomb Iran and that he's like a traitor for doing it and we shouldn't be friends with Israel. She's been going off.
I think
dude.
what's happening.
I've got a crush on her now.
I think what's happening is that she's trying to oh, Matt Gaetz. That was his name.
Matt Gaetz.
Let's see.
A lot of reposting.
I'm looking for.
I mean, there's a good one right there, right? If there's a ceasefire negotiated. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of anti-Israel stuff.
You passed it. She's been talking about how our ally should not be trying to drag us into wars and.
Oh, I co-sponsored defund the Taliban. Why were we funding them to begin with? Yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of anti-Israel stuff here.
She's talked about it, and you also passed it already.
Well, Doug, I'm sorry, but it might just be because she's trying to win the next primary. She's just trying to go with the younger voters.
Maybe.
But you know who I don't see?
I don't see fucking our governor. It's kind of impressive.
I don't see DeSantis.
Yeah.
Huh.
That being said, DeSantis is a
wait. Hold on for a second.
DeSantis is very pro-Israel, so I'm surprised.
Wait a minute, Doug.
He's very pro. He's very pro-Israel.
Okay, now
he's very pro-Israel.
This is weird. This is weird, Doug. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is very bizarre.
Well, wait. The question is, does this even show governors? That would be the first question, right?
Yeah, this shows everyone. This shows everyone.
Are you sure? Show me some governors.
Senator, you got senator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
House members.
8, 9. House members. Yep. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. Let's look for one that shows a governor. Senator. Show me a governor.
Yeah, maybe this does not show governors. Because like, I like DeSantis. I think he's funny, but he's very pro-Israel.
Yeah, he is, which is weird. Yeah, it's only showing senators.
And
Wait, maybe I
House
need to go to
Congress members.
let's go to candidate tracker. DeSantis. Show me DeSantis.
I think it only shows Congress members,
Maybe it's
the Senate and House.
does not show governors. No, it's not showing. Not showing. Let's type in. Let's type in APAC DeSantis. Let's see what his numbers at. Campaign finance summary. John Bolton. Yeah. Okay,
John
buddy.
Bolton funds him? Really? That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. Okay. Pro-Israel industry. Yeah. Yeah. He's APAC sponsored. Yeah.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah. He's 100% APAC. I was just checking to confirm it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's very pro-Israel.
Yeah, they're trying to get that one guy to get elected.
Yeah, so the one of the things we'll be talking about tonight is, I'm gonna go off on communism. I'm so tired of it, but the race for mayor of New York is going on tonight, at least for the Democratic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just finished at 9. So
let's go, Zoran. Let's go, Zoran, Mom Donnie. Come on, baby.
So we're gonna talk about the two candidates. One of them is Andrew Cuomo. Is that what you say his name?
Chris Cuomo? I forget his name.
No, his name is Andrew.
Is it Andrew?
It's Andrew Cuomo.
There's so many Cuomos in New York.
I know! What the fuck is up with that, dude? However, the biggest controversy is this guy, Zoran Mamdani. And this guy is a commie through and through. Straight up communist.
Telling you, he will get voted in. He will get voted in. It doesn't fucking matter. You want to know why? Okay, that's it. I'm pulling it up. Doug. I'm tired of this.
What are you pulling up? Are you gonna pull up who sponsors him? Is it the Jews?
No.
Oh, is it the mayor thingy?
No, Zoran is not pro-Israel.
Oh, is he the one who wasn't?
Correct.
Oh God, that's the worst news.
It may not even show it. It may not even show it on here. I may have to go.
Well, we watched it live. Or well, we didn't watch it live, but we watched it on I think it was the last stream. Anyways, this guy's a fucking commie, and I am so tired of dealing with commies. This is so crazy. First we had Kamala, and now we have this fucking guy.
Mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left, right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, two of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
Mr. Mamdani.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Stop.
Mr. Mamdani, can I...
Oh no, bro. Why are my choices commie versus fucking Israel actor? Oh my
Doug, it's okay.
God.
He's not running for president. He can only fuck up New York anyway, but at least he's not pro-Israel.
Dude, I don't know how to say my choices. I'm not voting. Dude, okay. Please tell me the Republican side is better. Please. Do you know anything about him? I don't.
Republican, it's New York. Republican ain't winning. Sorry.
Oh my
sorry.
God, no way. Oh, New York is doomed. You're doomed.
Doug, honestly, Doug, this is actually hopeful for New York.
No,
this is actually hopeful. And here's the reason why. Yeah, it is.
Dude.
Because New York can't get any worse. It's already a dumpster fire. It's pretty much as bad as California. There's nothing this guy can do to make it any worse than it already is. If anything, he can improve it by simply doing nothing the entire time. So we'll see what happens.
Bro, he's not going to do anything. He's going viral right now for saying that he wants to institute state-funded supermarkets.
Okay, that's a terrible idea, but people don't care about that. People care about their laurels. And people are going to rest on their laurels 24/7. So this guy's going to win. If only these other
Let's look
people
it
on the
up.
board.
Let's look
weren't
it
a
up.
bunch of-
It ended an hour ago. Let's look it up. Let's see who won. Let's count the. Let's see if they've counted the votes. Oh my fucking holy halibut!
Election results 2025. Oh, he won.
Oh my god, he won, dude. An actual
The
communist.
people have voted.
An
Because
actual
that's how much
communist will be
people hate
running New
Israel.
York.
That is how much people hate Israel.
Really? You think people
They're-
voted
yes.
for it because they?
Yep.
Oh no, that's crazy, man. That is so crazy, guys. This guy specifically went like his main platform is basically state-operated supermarkets, which might not sound all that bad. Just off the
Look
rip.
at that. Look at that, Doug.
Dude, I can't with communism in America,
impressive.
dude. I'm moving, bro.
The people
Good.
people don't give a fuck. The people don't give a fuck anymore. The people are like, we're tired of this fucking Israel bullshit. Zoran, you're up. And you know what? Honestly, I don't care that he's a commie. Good for him. Good for fucking him, buddy.
Oh my god, he's a commie.
Good. It doesn't matter anymore, Doug. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
The reality of it is the lobby is getting replaced with the new age people. The young people are finally coming up and they're up to bat, Doug. This is the young people's time to
And
shine.
they're retarded.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
If they vote
Yeah.
blue here in general, they're retarded, no?
Oh my god, how do you lose to Paperboy Love Friends?
Selma
Come on,
Bartholomew.
Selma. Please, come on, Selma. Just hang it up. Could you stop? This is hard to watch.
Dude. I can't believe it.
They 100% thought this dude was gonna win. They 100% thought this dude was.
I
gonna
thought
win.
he was gonna win, to be honest.
Nope. Sorry. Hey, let's see the early life section. Early life. What do we got? Italian. It's even worse. Yep. Force is young. Chris Cuomo. Huh? Look at that. Yeah. Not today, buddy. You got cucked. You got cucked by Zoran.
Oh my god. I was gonna
People
go
literally
on.
voted for him simply because of that one statement he made where he said he wasn't going to visit Israel. And that's what won him this fucking vote.
I hope that's true. However, I doubt that's true. My assumption,
Doug,
I think he
100%
won
that's
because
true.
most people are fucking retarded, and they heard him say his communist ideals, and they actually thought it was a good idea.
No, Doug, I'm telling you, the reason he won is literally because of this fucking video.
Maybe
right here.
you might be
We
right.
just saw.
You might be right.
Yeah.
However,
Because that shit was all over Instagram. That shit was all over TikTok.
Fucking commie through and through, man.
And you know what, Doug? It doesn't affect us at all because this is a New York City mayor position. He can't touch us. We're in Florida. Who gives a fuck? If anything, we want. If anything, Doug, this is good for us. We want New York to burn. We want it to burn. This is good, regardless. This is good. I like this. Yes, me like.
Maybe I don't like fucking socialism, communism ideals fucking popping up all over America, dude. It's so cringe.
He's obviously not. It's just a mayor, Doug. He's not even a senator or a governor. He's not even a House representative. He's a fucking mayor. Who gives
But
a shit?
it could be a start to something crazy.
No. Listen, you want to win your primary?
Why
Hey,
is this?
Stop bending the fucking knee.
Why is Estonian girls monitoring our elections? Our New York's mayor elections. What is going on? It's an Indian for sure. Oh my god.
Tell me it's AI without telling me it's AI.
Holy fuck.
Do you recognize this is a debate for mayor, and he's being asked whether or not Israel has the right to exist as a Jewish state. What the fuck are you people talking about? Get the fuck out of your ass, dude.
I don't know.
No one cares.
Oh,
about
by the way,
foreign
I
country.
remembered the word I was trying to think of. It's moderators.
Moderators.
I just jump in. Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just
as we've
yes or
seen,
no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
as a Jewish state?
Notice.
As a state with equal rights.
He won't,
Okay.
he
Not
won't
as a
say it
Jewish
has a
state.
right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very
And
clear
his
on
answer
that.
was no.
Why is it such a weird question as a Jewish state? Why ask that? It's so weird.
This isn't even for the
I know,
This isn't even for president.
What? Who put that, bro? What the
No,
fuck?
he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what
Is it?
He
Andrew
won't
Cuomo,
visit-
like
he
he said
won't
he won't
visit
visit Israel.
Israel.
He
He
said
won't
it. Did you
visit
guys
Israel.
hear him? He said he won't visit Israel. Can you believe? This is the exact fucking reason why
God.
Cuomo lost.
I literally,
exact fucking
I
reason why Cuomo
cannot
lost.
decide what's worse here. I mean, clearly you wouldn't win if the fucking
Oh, yeah,
Israel guy loses and the fucking crazy commie destroys the New Europe or New York. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh God, but for me, it's lost. I think it's terrible, dude. I can't stand the growing communist sentiment in America. It's so crazy. I was talking with a friend recently, and they're mostly liberal, and I've like had to slowly kind of walk them through understanding that both sides. You should just look at the good and bad of what's going on both sides. That's what you should just do. You shouldn't go, I'm a lib, or I'm a Republican, or I'm this or that, just because it makes you feel better to be a part of a group. Okay, both sides are retarded. Both sides are smart. However, there are no upsides to communism whatsoever. I cannot think of any. I have never seen any. I have read so many books. There's never been an upside to communism at all, man. Just never. It's never good. So to have Kamala Harris last year say that she wanted to put unrealized capital gains tax and price caps, and then we have this guy come in and say that he wants to do state funded and nationalized supermarkets.
He is a
so
temporary.
crazy.
He is in a temporary position that he's going to get replaced out of. Right.
There's
Listen,
a growing
this is only
sentiment.
good. Who care? I don't care about the growing sentiment. I care about what's controlling our country right now and what's been controlling our country for the past like several decades of its existence. Right.
If
Listen,
my choice is between Israel-controlled America or communist-controlled America, sorry, dude, I'll pick Israel.
Doug, I'm picking communist because the communist is the only one who's willing to get rid of the Federal Reserve.
And what is? Yeah, and they also get rid of everybody else. Like what?
Doug, what are you talking? They're not getting rid of everybody. Listen, Doug.
What do you
once we
think
get rid of the AIPAC
nationalizing
lobby,
industry means? What do you think that means?
We're not talking about nationalizing industry.
Yes,
Doug. We're talking about,
is. He's literally talking about
who
nationalizing
gives a fuck?
industry.
He's a mayor. He's a mayor, Doug. He appears in the Powerpuff Girls and he has a big red button for a phone. Who gives a shit?
A mayor says that
gives a shit?
this year, last year, the running president and VP said similar things. The actual president of last year said similar things. It's not just the mayor. It's a growing sentiment.
Who cares about? I don't care about the growing sentiment. I just want to get rid of the lobbies. Once we get rid of the lobbies, then we can go from there. But right now, let's focus on the simple task ahead of us: get rid of the lobbies.
What would you replace lobbying with? Or how would you think the perfect government system would work? Or give me an example of one that already exists.
Term limits for all sitting congressmen, senators. It's term limits.
Okay, but that doesn't get rid of lobbying. Lobbying would still exist.
It does.
Term limits gets rid of lobbying. Okay, let's look at countries that have term limits.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. The Black Caucus will still exist, Doug. Dear Lord, help us all.
What? The hell's the Black Caucus? What is that?
The African American Caucus.
What does it have to do? What, bro? You're blowing my mind. What are you saying right now? What does that have to do with anything?
You're talking about lobbies. You don't know about the African American Caucus.
Lobbyists are people who give money to the politicians to act on their behalf.
Yes.
What are you talking, bro? What are you on? What is happening right now?
Oh my God.
What does that have to do with black?
If you don't know what it is, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't care. All I care about is that we get rid of the lobbies that are. It's a big tumor, Doug. Let's get rid of the big tumors first, and then we can focus on repairing the body. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. So, Zaran, good for you, buddy. Congratulations. You won because of social media. Excellent job. I don't really care about your policies because you're just a fucking mayor.
Oh,
but good on you.
What did you call him? Zoran? Zoran?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah,
Iran. I was so confused.
No,
I was like,
no,
what?
not Iran. No, Zoran.
If you love the prospect of him,
I don't care. I don't care about his policies. He is in a worthless position. He's the mayor of a city that's already a pile of shit. He can't make it any worse. I don't give a fuck. I'm just glad he's not the mayor of a Florida city or somewhere that could actually be impacted, like a small town. I'm glad he's the mayor of the pile of dog shit called New York. That's all I give a fuck about. Listen, he's gonna go in there. He's gonna be like, "Hey, I ain't doing no Apex shit." Listen,
I'm tired.
I'll vote
I'm
for you any day of the
of communism and socialism and whatever the fuck you talk
right now,
about.
Right now, Doug, the policies don't matter. You gotta pick the antidote, even if it comes with a little bit of poison. That's what you got to do.
I think communism
We're
is
getting rid of
way worse.
Lobbies are going out. Lobbies
lobbying.
are going away, Doug. Lobbies are going away.
They're not going
Social
away.
media's taken over. This guy won entirely because of social media.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing at all. I don't think that's a good thing at all.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. That's fine.
I just want the lobbies gone. That's all I give a fuck about. I'm trying to heal the country. Just get rid of the fucking lobbies.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
You talk like a commie. You talk like a commie too, to be honest with you.
You just Doug, why do you want to keep
You just want free shit. You just want free shit.
I don't need free shit. I already have a house. I'm fine.
Oh my
I don't need free shit. Stop sucking dick, Doug. Stop it. It's okay to stop sucking dick.
It's not even close.
Just stop it.
It's not even close.
You want to suck Israel's dick some more, Doug? Do you like sucking Israeli dick? Is that what you enjoy?
Commie
like sucking the Jewish cockaloo?
Jew dick. I would rather Jew dick every day, dude. It's not even close.
Commie dick is easy to get out of office.
Listen,
it's super
you're
easy to
just
get
mad because the Jews won, and they make you feel like
The
shit
Jews
about
didn't win.
yourself.
No, the Jews keep losing.
Are
and they keep trying to make everyone pretend like they're winning.
Are they running America or no?
The lobby is.
Are
yeah.
they okay?
That doesn't mean you won.
So then they won. What?
No, obviously not. If the guy who's getting elected in New York City in a shitty little mayoral debate is winning because of social media showing him not in support of Israel, seems to be like they don't have their optics in check at all. Seems Mossad needs to be working overtime.
Who's the current president that you said kissed the wall and sucks Israel dick? Who's all the senators
congratulations.
that you just
the other option?
showed?
Who was the other option?
I don't know what to call it.
Who was the other option?
Like I said, clearly America would rather suck Israel dick than commie vagina.
The other option was a woman with an alcoholic problem.
She's a communist.
Who gives a fuck? I would rather have the communists at this point, Doug. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, we get it.
I'm done
you
with the
hate the Jews. We got it.
I don't hate the Jews.
You clearly hate.
I'm fine with Jewish people.
Fair enough.
I'm fine with Jewish people. I'm tired of the fucking Israeli lobby. That's all I give a fuck about. All the lobbies gone. I don't give a fuck. I don't want Christian lobbies. I don't want Israeli lobbies. I don't want Spanish lobbies. I don't give a fuck. I want all the lobbies gone. I just want people that are focused on the fucking money, the numbers. I don't give two shits.
Okay, I gotcha. I don't think it plays out in your brain how you or plays out in real life how you think it would. But that's
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I'm placing my bets on. It's a blackjack. It's a soft 16. I'm on a 15. I got a hit. I don't mind it. Listen, I'll take the hit any day of the week, Doug. 50-50 chance. I'm all in.
The benefit of this is that I think most of these politicians are starting to realize that they don't like them constantly catering to Israeli control.
Correct.
So if there's any mutual agreement we can take from this, it's that.
Yeah. Like it's like imagine what the Chinese would do.
They're doing this. I think they're. I think they intentionally.
Imagine what Xi Jinping would do if all of a sudden they were controlled by a fucking Spanish lobby. How quickly would he have all of those Spanish lobbies killed? Like, he would have them decimated instantly. He'd be like, they're gone. There's going to be no Spanish influence in a Chinese country. He would have them gone in 2 seconds. In America, how dare you suggest that we not have an Israeli lobby? It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
China is influenced heavily by America. A lot of
Spanish.
I know. I'm just saying, and you use Spanish, but what I'm saying is, does China hate Spain more than they hate America? No, they probably hate America more.
I mean,
and I would argue America has much more of an influence.
and they
already.
should. America's a
do.
piece of shit. America's a piece of shit country. I 100% agree with that.
What? America should have. You're saying they should kill American influence?
Yeah.
Because,
yeah,
gotcha.
100%. That'd be the smart play.
The only reason China exists is because of American influence.
And Doug, listen here. I'm gonna make another prediction here, Doug, because I want to show you something.
And what are we looking? Oh my god.
So
really, Russia allows that?
Not anymore. So apparently, the Rothschild bank that was in Russia is closing down, and they're not accepting any Russian clients anymore. And guess what happens when there's not a Rothschild's bank in a country that's not in America? America goes to war with it. So guess who we're going to war with? With Russia. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to war with Russia.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to war. We're gonna go to war with Russia because they're closing down a Rothschild bank.
Correct.
Okay. I don't think so.
Russia got rid of the Rothschild bank in Russia.
I didn't know they had one there, but it's funny that they did.
Did you know there's only 5 countries in the world that don't have a Rothschild's bank?
And I
Only
assume
5.
it's Iran, Russia,
Nope.
North Korea.
Well, yes. No. Iran, North Korea, Bolivia, Cuba, and Afghanistan. And now, Russia. Now, the thing about the Rothschilds is their master just died. So the heirs, which there are 7 of them, one of them died in a fire they believe was set by one of the other heirs in a power struggle. But there's 6 left, or maybe 5 left. I think they may have killed another one. I can't remember. So there's 5 heirs that all want to control the Rothschild empire. So that empire is slowly starting to whittle down because they can't seem to make up their minds on what they want to do for a decision. There can only be one leader, one king, and the Rothschilds kind of don't know what they're doing right now. So it's all going downhill. But we'll see what happens.
All capital empires fall within 2 generations.
Typically. Rothschild has been pretty long, though. It's been pretty long. I think it's been about over 2 centuries.
When is its peak? I suppose is kind of the question.
Peak? I think its peak was during the Industrial Revolution in America.
Yeah, so we're about around that period of time.
Yep, roughly. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my god. Yeah. There was also something that got skipped over recently, but a Democratic senator got shot and killed. Did you see that? She got assassinated.
Wait. Oh, her. Yeah. You see, the thing about it is, and also this other thing that goes on in America, where you have to act the part. If you're a Democrat, you can't be voting in favor of, vetting illegal immigrants. That's not your job.
Well,
your job is to vote and stay on the money.
So
dude, if you go
listen. You keep talking like everyone knows what you're talking about right away. Okay. First, let's bring up the senator, because I don't even know her name or which state she represented.
I think it was Missouri.
No, Missouri's red. Missouri's a red state. She's a blue state.
Was it Michigan? Maybe Michigan.
No,
Michigan's blue, right?
I think it was a smaller state. Hold on, dude.
Let me just type in senator assassination.
There you go. Now you get there.
It'll probably be a better. Minnesota. Melissa Hortman.
Oh, right, because Tim Waltz. That was the link. Yeah, so this Minnesota senator her and her husband were both shot. I believe the husband lived. Maybe he died, but I know she did in fact
to the urgent manhunt for a suspect
die.
Yeah.
By this guy Vance L. Bolter, who showed up in a mask and shot the shit out of him. Yeah. So now Now give
Yeah,
context to
so-
what you were saying.
All right. Essentially, if you're on the Democrat side of the aisle, you are voting for the Democrats. If you go outside of that line, you're dead. You're dead. I'm sorry. You're just fucking dead. Like they will literally have their contractors kill you. They will just call up a guy named Bob and say, "Bob, yeah, address here. Bye. Talk to you next time. Money's in your account. Bye." That's it. That's literally the end of it. And then you're just dead. Your life is over. Goodbye. It's just that simple.
So what did she do?
There was a bill that was getting passed in Congress, and there was a vote placed out, and the bill was essentially stating, hey, we're not going to be giving any more health care to these illegal immigrants as a way to dissuade them from entering the country and removing their Medicaid benefits and so forth. She voted yes to remove those Medicaid benefits for the illegal immigrants, and she ended up dead. You voted wrong, Melissa. You voted wrong. Next time, if you want to make votes like that, probably should join the party that's associated with those kinds of votes to begin with. You're on the wrong side of the aisle. You fucked up. I can't even really blame the Democrats for doing it because I probably would have done the same fucking thing. I probably would have just hired a contractor and just killed her.
Well, the plot thickens even more.
Yeah.
Apparently, Waltz, the governor of Minnesota, the assassin said that Waltz, the governor of Minnesota, told him to kill her. The assassin said that. The assassin said that Governor Waltz told him to kill her so that he could take her spot. And if you don't know who Waltz is, he was running for a VP under Kamala last year. He's a complete psycho, this guy. I could not list in an hour the amount of things that's wrong with this guy. But
well, Doug, I don't think you should be talking so negatively about Tim Walz, considering the fact he just had a woman shot and killed.
Sure, my
bad. No, Doug, yeah. I love you, Doug, but let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Fuck, what was I thinking? Yeah. Fuck that guy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really depressing. This one kind of makes me sad. I'm not gonna lie. This woman, she seemed like an actual person trying to, be at the center and make a difference and vote appropriately in the way that most Americans probably would want. And she gets shot for it. Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, she again had a husband, she had children, and just shot and killed. And not only that, I think the thing that bugs me the most in this particular
okay, imagine you're like a Republican congressman and you're a guy and you're in a relationship with a Democratic congresswoman. And one day there's a bill that goes out on the floor, and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna vet illegal immigrants more by adding in this layer of security to Social Security or something, right?
Yeah.
And you vote yes on it because you're a Republican, and you're just chilling there. You're like, right, just another day at work doing the same shit I'm always supposed to be doing according to my policies. And then you look over to the left side of the aisle. Looks like we have 214 votes against and 216 votes for. You're like, wait a minute, who voted yes? And you see it's the woman that you've been in a relationship with on the other side. You're just like, no. You start crying and sobbing in the middle of the Congress hall, just like, oh, no, why did it have to be her? And we're just looking around at you like, what's this guy's problem? Next thing you know, you walk outside of her car just blows up.
Yeah. She was a nice. She seemed like a nice person who just, she voted normal. She didn't necessarily vote right or left. She just kind of voted what she thought was best, and she got punished for it. And the sad part that I was saying is you think of the left, or you used to think of the left as the party of benevolence, I would say. And I see so many people peddle them, as that party. They're not the party of violence, And then they just go and flat out kill one of their most down to earth senators, and it's just like, dude, you guys. And the only reason I'm bringing this story up in particular is because this story is getting completely washed by the news. They're not covering it at all. Nobody's talking about the fact that Tim Waltz, probably paid this guy to go kill her. Nobody's fucking bringing it up. Nobody's talking about it. He's just gonna get away with it
because it's the right move. It's what you do. This is politics, Doug. This ain't a fucking game. This ain't a game. What do you think this is? You think this is KFC? This Popeyes? Do you just have a fight and go outside and talk it over? Maybe brandish a weapon a little bit? No, this ain't Popeyes. This is you make the wrong vote on a single bill, you die. That's how it works.
I'll say this to take away from it. I'm seeing a lot of Democrats start to swap sides. Just in general, I don't mean like the populace. I mean like the politicians. And so the old mayor or old governor of New York recently swapped sides, right?
Yeah.
One of those two just swapped sides. He said I'm gonna call him the black guy. I don't remember his name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think old mayor of New York City. I forget his name.
Yeah, right.
His name.
The hell is his name? Anyways, he swapped sides.
It'll ring a bell.
Yeah, he swapped sides. The old spokesperson for the Biden administration, KGP Karine Jean-Pierre, she swapped sides and apparently is writing a book about how bad the Democrats are. And there's a couple other senators and House representatives who are swapping sides. They are leaving the Democratic Party.
Well, and this is a direct positive result of social media, because social media is insane. It's like 80% of the young generation uses social media. And guess what? Now that we've reached the era where Zoomers are able to vote, that 80% of kids that use fucking social media are grown up now and they can vote. And guess what they're going to go do? They're going to vote for the people that they see on TikTok getting ass blasted by random users, getting called fucking names. Like, that's just how it is.
I think there are positives and negatives. One, I think it's pretty easy to manipulate people through social media, so that's kind of a negative. I do agree the positive would be that now a lot of these representatives are being exposed in more than one way, where it's like, okay, we can all kind of see that Israel is paying off all of these mayors except one, right? So I think there are positives and negatives to this. My biggest fear here, I'll say the greatest positive and I'll say the biggest negative. The greatest negative is that once these politicians and political organizations and governments start to realize that this is going on, it will be very easy for them to clamp down on it and immediately control influence, similar to how they control the media. I think there is no free platform. Even X is pretty controlled, in my opinion. What was I going to say? What did I say? The negative, and then there was a big positive. Oh, the big positive, and I just kind of came to this earlier. People kept saying that AI was going to democratize our government more, and I couldn't understand why. But it did dawn on me that now that we have so much AI monitoring all of our feeds and all of our voices and pretty much everything all the time, corporations are paid a lot of money to gather data on how people want a politician to act, so that way they can bring it up and act on it. And it used to be kind of hard to get that. They would do it through polls, right? Like, okay, let's poll, 1,000 people and ask them, should we bomb Iran or not? But now it can be very quickly on the spot gathered because of AI. So in a way, it does democratize our government. And I kind of have a sneaking suspicion this is already done through Trump, because sometimes it feels like he's very on the money when it comes to public sentiment, whether it's for show or not. So there's just positives and negatives. I don't know which one will fucking pan out over the other, but some interesting stuff.
Honestly,
I wanted to bring it up.
Honestly, Doug, I think the best way to keep America in a healthy spot is to just have it rotate. Not even have elections for president. Just have it so the Democrats win the election. They win the Senate, the House, the Congress, everything. And then after 4 years, the Republicans get it. Just have it keep doing that for eternity.
Sounds
that way
chaotic. Sounds awful.
Yeah, I know. and you're not allowed to switch parties either. Make it a law that you can't switch. That way you can't just be like, oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, now I'm a Republican. I get a win again. Nope. No, you don't. You're stuck on that side. See you again in 4 years.
The easiest argument against this is the fact that arguably the same corporations have maintained control over the government by buying out both parties, so then that wouldn't change anything. And the only reason Trump won is because people see him as, independent. He ran under the Republican Party, but Republicans hate him just as much as the Democrats did. He had to work his way up.
Right now they're sucking his dick.
Yeah, because well, now they have to because he won, and they're trying to use him to rebrand the party.
But it doesn't matter because Trump is sucking Israel's dick. He's just gnawing on that thing like he just loves that Israeli dick. He loves it so much. Gobble gobble gobble.
Okay. Oh my god! All right, let's do some foreign news.
Oh god, let me guess. How many more 9-year-olds have been married, and how many more?
So it's pretty funny.
Germans have
You
been
brought up
stabbed?
what you did in France. I actually wasn't going to talk about it because I couldn't tell. I heard some reports it was a prank, but I'm not. We'll figure it out here,
It's
like
not even a
live.
prank. That's the funniest part. It's not an actual prank.
Wait, it even gets better. So I also had something else about France written down. It's my favorite part.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I can probably just type in this.
Yeah, so he supposedly staged. This is him. His name is, and he's a convicted pedophile. So it wasn't a prank. It doesn't seem like this was a prank.
No.
All right.
This was 100% real. And to add further context.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll give full context.
9-year-old
Give full context.
Then okay, so essentially in Disneyland in Paris, there was a grown man who was holding a marriage, $150,000 wedding, to get married to a 9-year-old girl who had heels taped to her feet. And this was a real event with real orchestra. And this is how dystopic it gets. The musicians were just playing the fucking music. They didn't even give a fuck. 150 grand? Who gives a fuck? That's I'm not here to ask questions. I'm here to play fucking music for this 9-year-old girl and her wedding.
Yeah.
To a grown man.
Insane.
Crazy as shit.
The man who pretended to marry a 9-year-old girl at Disneyland Paris is a convicted British pedophile behind a string of bizarre social media stunts. Londoner Jaskarn, or Jackie Jodge, 39, was arrested after paying $111,000 to stage the vile fake event at the Fairy Tale Sleeping Beauty Castle, featuring musicians, a cake and chairs for hundreds of guests. He has been charged with fraud, breach of trust, money laundering, and identity theft, French prosecutors said on Tuesday evening.
You know what? You know what? You know what? They were actually going to go through with it. And then when they got caught, they started saying it was a prank. That's exactly what happened, by the way. Just dawned in my brain that's what they were.
Yeah.
That's what was going on.
Oh, it's just a prank. It's just a prank. Heels taped to her feet. Yeah, it's a prank.
Yeah, I'm just marrying a 9-year-old. There's a priest. It's a $115,000 wedding. The mom is here giving permission and handing her off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a prank.
Yeah,
bro.
no precursor, no context, just total prank. Yep.
Yeah, they totally got
out
busted.
of nowhere.
And
totally spent $111,000 for a prank, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just burn 111 grand, the price of a solid apartment, or a condo.
Let's just be Muslim and do it too, right? I mean, come on, I'm just throwing it out there. I can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah.
I have no filter, dude.
Yeah.
I can't be fucking bothered.
Yeah.
I'm just a Muslim pranking France by marrying this 9-year-old. TEXD. It's so funny.
Disneyland was okay with it. Disneyland was apparently okay with it.
Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't they be?
Mashallah, Disney, mashallah.
It's France, Paris, Disneyland, Muslim guy. Hey.
Technically, he's British.
Oh, sorry, he's British. My fault. I was able to track my ancestry. I don't think I'm related to that guy. I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't think he's a long distant cousin. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe he's more British than you are, Doug. He might be more British than you.
True. Hey, I'll give it to him. He's probably more British than me, bro. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% though. If you didn't hate France enough, here's another reason to hate France. Oh god!
So insane.
If you're not hating the French people, then you're hating the foreigners in the French land. That's it's pretty much it. No matter where you go, it's France. It sucks.
We're not even gonna.
Napoleon's dead. He ain't coming back.
Dude, God bless. Please, Napoleon, rise from your grave, bro. They need you, dude. We need you.
I think every country in Europe needs to have their true leader rise from the grave.
Dude, it would be so. Which one for America would you think? You would keep Trump? I'm sure you wouldn't at this point. But who would you replace him with? JFK was very anti-war.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying if you had a military leader.
Oh, military leader?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I guess the
I'll have to go
world.
with Teddy Roosevelt.
That Teddy
I'm gonna have
was
to go
on,
with Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy was on the kid in my mind too. Teddy was a badass.
Yeah, he was pretty bad.
He was a badass through and through. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be Teddy.
Yeah.
For Germany, who do you think?
As far as leader, well, it depends. Are we talking about old Germany? Because remember, Germany was a Prussia, right? Weren't they Prussia before Germany?
Doug, I'm not that well versed in German.
I'm
history
pretty.
to actually answer that question.
I want to say, was it Otto von?
I just wanted to make an Adolf Hitler joke.
Of
That's
course,
all I
I
wanted
know.
to make. Oh my god, you could have just gone with it, Doug.
I'm just saying, I don't really. Hitler wasn't really. Hitler would be seen as like, I guess what Trump would be seen as. So like Hitler kind of just cleaned up garbage, to be honest with you. That sounds fucked up.
Honestly,
the Jew thing. I wasn't really referring to that.
I mean, to be fair to Hitler, the economy was fucked when he went into power.
That's what I'm saying.
The economy was absolutely fucked.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty.
And he did resolve that issue.
But I think I'm not. How do I?
I think he's different from Trump too, because it was kind of different from Trump because everyone loved Hitler, but half the people hate Trump.
I think the situation is different. Like, I think it's easier to take your country when it's in the shittiest spot ever and like rise it up. And the easiest example I have for that would be Argentina and Javier Milei, right? Javier Milei is not a genius. He just came into power and he said, yeah, we're just going to cut out all the bullshit. Hitler kind of did the same thing. He was like, okay, well, what's causing all this problems? Oh, we're paying hundreds of millions of dollars in debt from the last war. Well, we're just not going to pay that anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
well, pretty based.
Yeah, but as far as military prowess went, he's kind of seen as like a psycho. It's kind of hard to judge him militarily, like whether he was good or bad, because taking over.
Oh, he was bad. He was 100% really bad.
Yeah,
I have an excellent idea.
That's what everyone says.
I have an excellent idea. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Super big brain idea. Okay, Russia, the coldest place in the fucking world. I have an excellent idea. It's wintertime. Let's send them all in. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
But you're judging him off his greatest mistake. My counterpoint would be like he managed
his final mistake. It was just nail in the coffin.
Okay, but even Napoleon had a final mistake.
Yeah. And even he still lived and got exiled to an island where he could at least write some novels and shit. They couldn't even kill him. That's how powerful he was. They couldn't bring himself to kill him because of how like, listen, dude, you got some big fucking testicles. We just can't fucking kill you. You're just too cool. We're just got to send you to an island. That's just how much of a goat you are.
I don't know. Germany did take over most of Europe, though, in general. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of people do say that he was a terrible military leader, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He took over like fucking 16 countries, maybe more. It's kind of impressive.
Because those 16 countries weren't like they weren't expecting to get attacked by fucking Germany, who just lost a world war.
Dude, again, is he a genius? Is he not? I don't know.
Yeah, and then too, he kind of managed to convince everyone in the country that, hey, listen, things have been pretty shitty. But we got rid of those people now. So instead of feeling shitty about ourselves, let's pick up a fucking gun and get to work.
Let's not forget they did a lot of math. But that's my point. What you're literally kind of proving my point is like, is this guy a smart dude or is he dumb? I don't really know. I can't tell.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
a little bit of both.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
a tough one.
This is France. This is France now.
Yeah, there's so much fuck here. This guy is apparently a British man trying to marry a 9-year-old in France. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It doesn't. Okay, it gets even better. So look up France Music Festival, because apparently they held this music festival and like 100 women were all stabbed.
Really?
Yeah. Nearly 150 women reported being jabbed with needles at French music festival, and there's videos on X of women just fleeing the scene.
Oh
Dude,
my
dude,
God.
this is ridiculous. This is why people just use X. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm gonna pay you.
I'm
Tell
gonna
me
pay
about shit.
you to see some shit I could have looked up on the internet.
Jabbed with syringes. Authorities have arrested 12 suspects, which took place. Yes, France. Yes, go. We love you so much, France.
It's
Keep
just
doing it.
pure chaos out of France, man. What is
Oh my
going
God.
on?
I wonder what was in the syringes. Probably like
I don't know. It's weird. I haven't
sedatives?
gotten any more information on this, by the way. This is just what I heard. There's been no other
Yeah.
like information. They just run around stabbing them with empty needles.
Felt numb. Attack victim felt numb after jab. So it's probably a numbing agent, a sedative of some sort. And the thing is, once you get pricked with it, the thing is, if you don't like immediately inject it, once you like stab someone, it doesn't really do a whole lot. So they probably didn't really get injected with enough for it to really matter anyway. Like, and the reason that women got attacked was surprise, surprise. They probably wanted to just kidnap them and just rape them. That was probably the plan there. And obviously they did a terrible job at it. I don't know who their chemist is, but they need to call up Heisenberg or something because they did a terrible job.
All right, dude. The whole
All they
thing
did was-
reeks of more fucking Pakistani activity. I'll just say that much.
My only question is, where the fuck are they getting sedatives from? What pharmacy is giving these people high grade sedatives? Like, what's happening?
No idea. Is that what it said? It said it's a sedative.
Doug, context clues. It's a sedative. I started to feel numb when we were called syringe attack at French Music Festival. Yeah, it's a sedative, 100%, or a muscle relaxant or something along those lines.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's not really something you can just get over the counter, 100%. Unless maybe lidocaine? May have been lidocaine.
Just injecting them with lidocaine. I don't
That's probably not
know,
gonna do
dude.
enough.
Man. The fuck is wrong with you, France? Get your shit together, bro. Dear
Oh, it's
God.
over for France, Doug. It's over for they're done. It's over. We get to sit here and watch them burn. It's gonna be great. I've never hated France more in my life, and this just gives me another excuse. I have a great idea, Doug. I have a great idea. We let Iran have the nukes, but we make them promise to only use it on France.
I don't think Iran knows where France is, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they know France exists.
Listen, Doug, if they miss and they hit Greece or Italy, nothing lost. It's totally fine. It's
I
okay.
like
Just try
Greece
again, buddy.
and Italy.
Greece is a disgusting country with disgusting people.
Okay.
Italy is like, it's okay, I guess. It's been better in Italy. I don't hate them, don't love them. I'm different. Greece used to host the fucking Olympics. They used to make fucking books that everyone around the world got to read. They made epics. They had some of the greatest leaders in the world, the greatest philosophers, the greatest scientists. And now what do? They serve gyros. They gyros, Doug. That's what they're known for. What happened to you? What happened to Greece?
I think they're known for their tourism.
Yeah.
You want to know what happened to Greece? They turned socialist. That's what happened to Greece.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever, Greece.
That's
that even is your real name.
It's what happens to every country. Yeah. You just become more socialist, and all of a sudden, nobody wants to live there anymore. And you go into massive amounts of debt, and you collapse.
Yeah, bring back Diogenes. Bring back Socrates. Bring back Aristotle. Give me something to give a shit about. Come on, Greece. You haven't done anything. What is Greece? If I type in Greece, what even pops up? What pops up?
It's just tourism.
Jesus fucking.
Just
although I will say, absolutely beautiful country.
Yeah, every country on the Mediterranean is fucking great tourism.
Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What happened?
I just told you what happened.
Doug, I know what happened. I'm asking it to myself. I'm talking to myself now.
First, they had a dictator, and then they turned socialist.
Wait a minute, Doug. We need to nuke Greece.
I know.
They've had it. Look at how good they have it. They can't have it this good. We don't have it this good. We need to nuke Greece.
I don't want to.
They are the real Jews.
That place
Look at how happy they are. No one cares about them or notices them. They need to be nuked.
Those buildings look like they're straight up from the Roman Empire. like fucking 200 BC.
This is like our mid laner roaming while the enemy Veigar just continues to farm mid lane and just continues to get stronger.
You think what? I don't know which one is Greece. You think they're the roamer or the one that's farming and getting stronger? Because like
the one that's farming and getting stronger while we can continue to ignore them. They need to be taken care of immediately.
Okay. Well,
they need to be
so.
taken care of immediately.
I think it looks nice, but it looks nice in the sense that like it looks like a relic out of time. It's not really a place I would want to live. I mean, it looks nice, but like again,
you wouldn't want to live here, Doug? Are you insane?
No,
have you
bro.
lost it?
No, it looks like buildings from the fucking Roman Empire. Like it's just stone. It doesn't look good at all. I mean, it looks
Doug,
good, but it doesn't look like I want to live there.
Doug, you gotta go. Doug, come on. Look at these places, man. The amphitheaters.
It looks nice. It looks nice, but like again, dude, like it doesn't look
It will
very
not for long. We'll be nuking it. We will be nuking Greece.
Greece, you're on notice.
We will be nuking Greece. Who's the Greece president? I need to know immediately. Immediately.
I don't know his or her name. Prime Minister. By the way, they don't have a president. They have a president, really, not a prime minister. You know, the presidents of European countries don't matter. You want to look up who the prime minister is.
Oh my god. Greece. Current president of Greece is Konstantinos
Tassoulis.
He's a lawyer. He previously served as the Speaker of the Greek Parliament. Succeeded Katerina. What the fuck are these names? You people just made up imaginary characters in a novel? What the fuck is this?
Sakalor. I give up.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it's just, let me look up this guy. Let me look this guy up. Let's see what he Early life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oy vey.
He's just a nobody. He's just a nobody. Oh well. He's married to Fanny. What are these names, dude? Just where's Hercules? Where's Zeus? Where are these names?
Shut up.
Where's Athena? What the fuck is this
god.
shit? Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna jump back over to the U.S. where we have a YouTuber who killed herself. And the only reason I'm bringing this up specifically is because I follow her channel. And
who is it?
So it's you want to look at her channel. It's the Save a Fox channel. I forget her name. I wasn't that into it. I'm not a fucking social freak who lives vicariously. But this person started a fox rescue called Save a Fox Foundation. She's only 31. And she killed herself due to online bullying. So let me preface this by saying, again, I was a big follower of their channel. They seem like a good person. However, you're fucking retarded if you kill yourself over getting bullied on the internet. Sorry. I'm just gonna say
it's like getting hit by a person in a wheelchair.
Dude, it's worse than that, dude. It's like standing inside a Starbucks cafe with the door locked and the person in a wheelchair outside the window is flicking you off, and you kill yourself over that. Like, I'm so sorry, dude. If you cannot handle being on the, I don't even know if it's just like an internet thing. If you can't handle words getting thrown at you and you're past the age of 18, maybe this is the fucking best solution for you. That sounds so cruel. I've been on a cruel like fucking streak this month. Look.
Doug, no, listen. I think you're absolutely right. Listen. Listen, you can clearly see she does not belong on the internet. She is sitting there with hippie tattoos, hippie hairstyle, with a bunch of foxes that's starting a GoFundMe to save their lives. You don't belong on the internet. You belong in a zoo.
Good.
You belong in the zoo.
Just turn off the fucking computer. What the fuck?
You're not.
Turn off the.
It's easy,
bro,
Doug.
I can't with
so...
this shit. Dude, it's so crazy. Last week, we covered some stupid ass woman who was saying she got raped by some guy over the internet. She got financially abused by some guy. And this week, we have a 31-year-old sanctuary owner who killed herself because she got bullied. Turn off the computer, bro! Turn it off! What the fuck? What the fuck is
so
going
bad.
on, dude? What
It's
is
so
Look,
bad.
if you're a kid, if you're below 18, fine. I still think you're kind of retarded, but like, I get it.
But
And if you're
at
below
least
the
you
age of 13, look, that sucks, bro, if you get bullied on the internet. I feel bad for you. My suggestion is turn off the computer, block them. Otherwise, you turn into this shit. Bro, if you are over the age of 18 and you still get bullied over the internet, what the fuck? Dude, I can't. Maybe the league in me that's taught me to have some thicker skin, but like also the internet? Really, bro? Like what?
Yeah. Like, listen, I've been told to get cancer, to end it all, to hang myself, to fucking burn my parents alive. I told other people to do those things too.
Good.
So I know what it's like.
Good. Dude, I played a game with Tyler 1 in front of 30,000 people while he's streaming. They didn't say very nice things to me. Who cares? Who the fuck cares, man? Dude, I can't with this shit. And again, I like this person. They were really nice. They were really nice. They were just trying to save animals. They were entertaining. It was cute content. It was very wholesome. I loved it. However, dude, what? Just turn off the computer. What the fuck?
Hippies, vegans, and cyclists do not belong on the internet. They don't.
What is it? Someone please tell me, please, why you can't turn it off or
Her
mute
husband, her
or
husband
block.
has made a statement. Her husband made a statement.
And she was so sensitive to everything, which is a double-edged sword because on one hand, it allowed her endless empathy for those.
Does it sound like he's fake crying to you, or is it just me?
Not yet. The fake crying hasn't started yet, Doug. He has to get the views in first.
Those in her care. But it also means that she took everything negative to heart.
He 100% sat in the chair in the corner. He 100% sat in the chair in the corner. I just want that to be prefaced immediately, Doug.
And now I want to talk about how words, whether spoken in person or written online, can affect someone.
Dude, dude.
For a few years, a group of people had been throwing dirt on Michaela's name and the rescue. Most of these are people she knew, and some of them are other animal sanctuaries.
This is the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. This is like high school drama for 30-year-olds. Oh my god. Listen, she was a sensitive person. So what I thought was a really good idea was for her to get on the internet and live stream every day. I thought that was and no moderation on text. And I thought it was a really good idea is if she sat there reading the comments every day. Every day. And guess what?
Dude, there's no way.
Like, I can't even imagine, by the way, what they said. If I'm being entirely honest. Because, again, really this person was kind of wholesome. And I couldn't, there was no controversial content. You know, I don't think people were telling her to get cancer and die, if I'm being entirely honest with you. My guess is they said, like, you aren't taking care of your foxes correctly. And that means this grown woman is sitting there scrolling the comments. And it's so bad, she offs herself. What the fuck, man? Listen, survival of the fittest is fucking... all I'm saying is, at some point within our ancestry, we went to war and we shot the shit out of each other. And this person couldn't handle... Yes, but what do you got for me?
Supposedly, this is the person who instigated the whole thing.
She looks 12. This 12-year-old bullied her. It's a 12-year-old bullied her into killing herself.
Read the statement. Deleting my other shit because you guys keep crying over the girl I packed up. Hashtag not sorry and I'm over it. Love inciting harassment. Simple as.
Damn, what a savage.
I take full responsibility for that Fox Girl thing. Can you blame me? I did it for a cheeky goon. Am I cooked?
This is an Indian guy. I just assume everyone on the internet's an Indian guy.
Oh my god. People are saying it's a... I don't even know. All right, let's
All right,
just let it. Let's let the
play the fucking
let's let
boohoo
hotel room
content.
chair.
Yeah.
They consistently spread ridiculous claims and rumors, and being the sensitive human that she was, Michaela took it all to heart. And it hurt her.
Oh my god.
It hurt her a lot.
Oh my god.
But she pushed through.
He's
For
fake
years,
crying,
she pushed
right?
through the pain of people.
I'm sorry, but he seems
if
like
he
he's
knows
fake crying to me. Can we?
Yeah,
do you
I
think
mean, I
we can
don't know
bully
yet.
him into doing it too? What?
Doug, listen.
In Minecraft.
Doug, listen. Like, I'm not gonna
I'm
go
gonna
on a
burn down his
bullying
house in
tirade or anything.
Minecraft.
Not even in Minecraft, Doug. I think even in Minecraft, this dude might still fuck himself up. So let's be a little bit kinder.
All right.
Let's not forget that his wife was cheating on him the entire time and never told him. So
Wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, she looked like an 8 or a 9. You're not looking so hot, man. I'm gonna have to tell you the truth. Like you're crying on a video talking about her, but buddy, don't just don't go through her phone.
We're trying to bring her down, and the mental challenges she faced, and she still rescued hundreds of animals and changed the lives of so many. But recently, more of the rude words, accusations, and name-calling came from some of those she considered close friends. I think all of this stems from jealousy and envy. But she felt as if the entire world had turned against her.
Then you're a shitty husband, is my biggest guess. If she feels like the whole world turned against her, you're retarded, bro. All you had to do is unplug the router.
Yeah, that was literally the easiest solution. Oh yeah, I called someone over to fix the router. They weren't able to fix it. I'll have to come again next week.
This is so ridiculous. Dude, imagine Israel and Iran are bombing each other, and you're one of the like citizens, and there are bombs going up overhead, and there's interceptors flying. You may die at any moment, and then you come to this shit, and this chick killed herself because someone called her a doo-doo head online.
Oh god. Let's see what the comments are. I want to see.
I want to see the bullying.
Yeah, I do want to see the bullying.
Wait, I want to see
what the comments that led up to it were.
what's the comment that really pushed her over the edge?
Yeah, I really want to see. People are talking. Wait, the same people that shit talk 4chan are talking about bringing back 4chan to DDoS the people that bullied her. Guys,
funny.
you need to make up your mind. Do you want unhinged autism or not? Like, make up your fucking mind.
Wait, hold on, let me read this, please.
Oh my god.
Please let me read it. Go back up. Stuff like this shows why cyberbullying, especially when it's intentionally targeting someone who's neurodivergent, is one of the most deplorable, despicable things a person can do. For a neurotypical person, getting directly insulted will hurt, but it's so much worse when you're neurodivergent. The sort of thing can be internalized on a much deeper, sophisticated level, and scars run deeper. Michaela did nothing but spread love and kindness to so many people and animals. Of all the people,
I'm stopping you there. I'm stopping you there.
Listen,
I can't. Yeah.
Listen. If you're I don't even know what neurodivergent means, but if you're neurodivergent, you should act like a crippled person who can't walk. How about you don't go to the top of a mountain without any way back down? Okay? If you're somebody, maybe I don't know what neurodivergent means. If neurodivergent means you kill yourself,
take Zodiac and psychology.
Yeah.
You just combine them. Just take Zodiac and psychology. Just combine them. That's it.
Here's the greatest cure for this. Ready? I'm about to cure killing yourself if you're neurodivergent online. Here we go. Unplug the computer, you stupid bitch! What the fuck? Congratulations. I have given you a prescription-free cure to not killing yourself. Unplug the computer. Wow. Can I get the Nobel Peace Prize, please? Dude.
Nope, Trump got it this year.
Yeah. It's got to go to fucking Trump. Oh my god.
Of course it does, yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking stupid. And I hate this argument. And you want to know why I'm so passionate about it? Because then stupid ass senators and politicians and lobbyists look at this and go, wow, this is a great way to fuck up freedom of speech. All because some fucking retard is going to kill themselves online. And again, if she's that retarded, and I mean non-derogatory, she's actually neurodivergent retarded or she's autism retarded, whatever the fuck, who's letting her on a computer, damn it? Who? I don't
I'm not even
let.
gonna lie.
Listen, if my friend who has no legs wants to climb a mountain without his wheelchair or a lift, I'm gonna tell him, no, dude, that's fucking stupid. I can't let you do that. So if her husband sees that she's fucking so retarded and so sensitive to the issue that she's killing herself.
Doug, there's more context.
Oh, good. Please, I love more context.
All right. So the person being accused of being instrumental, not the main perpetrator, but one of the many people instrumental in her death, or suicide, I should say, is a guy called Kazio Lion, who is a furry. All right.
Of course.
So.
That's so good. Yes. Imagine
All
killing yourself over a furry.
Okay, Doug, hold off.
It's neurodivergent on neurodivergent crime. What are we going to? This epidemic is unstopped. By the way, there's some fucking poor 40-year-old dad trudging through mud and ice in Ukraine trying to save his country from Russia. Oh my God.
Doug, listen.
Oh Jesus.
Other people's suffering doesn't invalidate your own.
Yeah,
I will
it does.
say that.
If it's this, yes, it does. It invalidates your own.
Okay,
I'm so
maybe.
sorry.
Okay, listen, Doug. Let me read it out. Let me read this.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Several years ago, I wrote an informational post explaining why a prominent figure in the animal rescue community is not the saint people think she is. Now I alone am being blamed for her suicide. A video dropped today announcing Michaela Rains of Save a Fox's death. Ever since my notices have been overflowing with her meat riders. People have been obsessively brigading my post and comments on various subs. You people are calling me slurs, threatening to dox me and telling me to kill myself as well. And somehow you're the good guys. I bet if I were to actually kill myself, you'd be very quiet. When I first found out what happened in the very heat of the moment, I felt no remorse. Then a pit made itself known in my stomach and began to expand. But now, with the way you people are behaving, the guilt is starting to wane. I am proud of the fact that I was able to raise awareness of her wrongdoings. What I am not proud of is that people took her death as an invitation to hold me personally responsible. Do you really think Michaela went, oh no, 2 years ago a small furry creator on the internet said I'm not perfect, time to kill myself? You probably won't believe me when I say this, but I was never a part of the SAF snark subreddit. I never even knew it existed before today. Since the initial announcement, over 40 people, yes, over 40 of them, have wished various things like bankruptcy and homelessness to me, and telling me to rope myself and do what she did, among other graphic instructions to suicide. One person even told me to create mustard gas.
Oh my
As
God.
if they're any better for it.
Wow.
This just in, you're not.
Whoa.
However bad you think I am, you're only proving yourself to be worse. Another thing I've seen is people pulling the autism card. Newsflash, autism doesn't give you impunity from animal abuse. I should know, since I have it too.
Of course you do.
If Michaela cannot be blamed for her fox's easily preventable deaths, then I cannot be blamed for her own death. If you're going to blame anyone, blame the Tumblr users. What's this mustelid? And is the fox video cute for bringing to my attention everything wrong with Save a Fox? I simply compiled the information they'd given me. That is not bullying. From What's This Mustelid themselves. Ethan specifically pointed out that the loudest voices affecting Michaela were people she knew and other animal sanctuaries, not a random Tumblr blog that gets less than 100 notes on each post. This post probably won't make things any better for me, but what you're doing now certainly isn't making things any better for you either. I made one post putting together various sources, and that was it. Get a fucking life. And honestly, Doug, this person may not be telling the whole truth, but I think I actually kind of agree with it. This guy kind of seems like he has a more stable head than the person who killed himself. So, I'm already on... Yeah.
I don't care.
I also want to
I don't care. Sorry, go ahead. I went on a rant, so...
I want to put something into perspective that they kind of glossed over. This person made... from going off what they're saying, they made a Tumblr blog post talking about how this woman committed animal negligence that led to the death of some of her foxes.
I don't know what they're
something
referring
along
to,
those
if I'm
lines.
being honest. I don't...
I think the reason she killed herself wasn't because of the post, is because her foxes died. She felt guilty about it, and the posts that were made online about her animal negligence just kind of finished the job, so to speak. It gave her the extra push she needed to end her life because of the guilt. I don't once again, this person seems honestly pretty self-aware. I don't think this person is
well, I get
any false truth
I
or
get
anything.
some slight narcissistic vibe from it, but
maybe it's fine narcissism.
but I don't.
But they did say that
I don't. Yeah,
you
go
know,
ahead. Go ahead.
They did say that they weren't perfect, that they have autism, and that you know, they aren't great, but you guys aren't great either. I can agree with those kinds of statements.
I don't care if this is Hitler incarnate. Killing yourself over what somebody said on the internet is retarded. Sorry.
Correct. You're absolutely correct, Dud.
I'm not convinced that everyone should be alive. Okay, I don't think we should constantly fucking peddle to everyone's quote unquote needs to survive. If this person needs a safe space all over if the entire internet has to be redesigned so that this person doesn't kill themselves because they get criticized or because somebody says a no word to them, sorry, I hate to say it, but I think the world might be better off without you, bro. Like, what the fuck? Just get off the internet if you can't handle it.
Wait, Doug, let's send them a message. Let's go straight to the source. Let's just send them a message. What are we doing?
I know. What can stop us? Who are we sending a message, by the way?
I don't know. 1 second, Doug. Wait, who are we sending a message?
Oh, yes, I don't know. Right. You seem excited to send a message.
Oh, yeah, the guy, the furry.
The furry, yes, the furry who bullied the other person to kill themselves. So crazy. I just can't. Dude, I'm not going to. Imagine you die, right? You kill yourself because a furry bullied you. And then you are surrounded by your ancestors, right? And you got your one ancestor who like birthed 11 children, right? You got another ancestor who fucking lost her husband in World War II. You got another ancestor who actually fucking was a nurse in World War I. And then you just look at this fucking piece of shit. What is it that comes after? Predecessor? I don't even know. Who killed herself because she got bullied by a furry. I would fucking re-kill myself while in hell or heaven. Do it again.
All right. We need to message this person. How do I message this person?
I'm going to hell, bro. This whole fucking show, we're going to hell for all this.
We're fucking
cooked. We're cooked. We're done, bro.
We're 100%.
This past 30 minutes, dude,
I mean,
we're fucked.
To be honest,
we're so fucked.
We were cooked during the League of Legends arc of our life.
I was pretty tame, dude. I was pretty tame. I didn't really. I mean, I verbally said some stuff out loud to the monitor, but I was not known for typing too much. However, we're cooked. We're done. We're fucking done, dude.
How do I?
They're coming for
us.
How
do I message this guy?
I don't know. I don't use Reddit.
I guess I can't message him. I don't use Reddit either. I just have an account. I need to be able to view shit sometimes, you know. It's part of the stream.
Listen, I like this person. I liked that person. I thought they made great content. I don't even think most of their viewership knew what the fuck she was talking about.
Let's check out his Wikifur profile.
Wikifur. But all I'm saying is, you gotta have thicker skin in life, dude, to make it in the game. And we're talking about minimal stuff. If a furry can bully you to death, you just might not be long for the world, dude. If you don't have the willpower to keep your computer off, I don't know what to tell you.
I want to take a look at
why are we looking at Ron DeSantis? Ron DeSantis was in on it?
Probably.
29? I thought she was 31.
Nope, that's her husband.
She's my
once again, Doug, I also want to iterate something here. If this was a dude,
no one would
give silence.
True, brother. True.
No one give two fucks.
True.
No one give two fucks.
You're not wrong there,
no
brother.
one give two fucks.
I agree with that shit. What you just said.
I 100% think like that the post that was made about her in her Save a Fox program was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and the camel's back was her foxes dying as a result of her.
Well, they said,
going to bed.
Dude, they posted some shit that said she had a lot of problems, and it was like a long list of mental issues. She had BPD. She neurodivergent. She was autistic.
Oh, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Listen, if you're retarded, get off the internet. How about that? If you're the bad kind of retarded,
Doug,
you gotta be off the internet. No, that's the other kind. The other kind is fine.
Casio is a member of the FA Lions, Hooray Plushies, Open Arms, Transgender Furs, Bisexual Furs, Anti-Zoo, Anti-Rape Incest, Anti-Cub Porn, and No RP Fur Affinity Groups.
Jesus. Imagine this
This is
person.
the future, Doug.
This is, dude. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, wait,
just based on
let's take
this
a look at their
future.
artwork.
Well, fucking naked to this shit right here. How did
I want to see their
imagine
artwork.
this person has so much power they managed to fucking get a body kill before us. That's crazy.
Body count 1. The channel
Body
has been
count
closed
1.
by the user.
Yeah, I mean
They've gotten rid of all of their fucking things.
I want to see what
I
video,
can't even see their artwork.
I want to see what video they're talking about that exposed her for killing her animals. Because I watched the person's channel.
It was
I
a
don't know what
Tumblr
they're talking-
post.
The Tumblr post is crazy.
It was a Tumblr.
Guys, look.
All right, let's try this one. Let's try YouTube. This dude deleted all of his social media. What the fuck?
If what people say on the internet bothers you, just go to your settings and turn off the comments.
God damn it.
You can block incoming messages so that only your closest friends can message you. It's this cool new feature they added 10 years ago, I think 15 years ago. Most of them, when they first came out, they had this feature, but it's a block feature. It's very good. You know, it'll protect your neurodivergentness from getting assaulted or whatever, how that works. It can help you. If you ever feel like killing yourself over some trans furry bullying you, call the hotline. I don't know how that'll help you because it seems like you're probably doomed to begin with, but you know it's there. It's shit like this, by the way, that cures me of my depression. If I'm being entirely honest with you, shit like this that's just like, yeah, okay, I'll just give up. I don't want to be like that.
Oh wait, shit, Doug. We may have logs. We may got logs. I think we have the
Oh,
logs.
let's get them logs. Let's get them logs.
All right.
Let's read it. Oh, you gotta sign
I have
up.
to log in.
You gotta
I have
sign
to
up.
log in.
Dude, I gotta be honest.
I gotta sign up.
I think I have a Tumblr account from like 80 years ago. Back when I was a little cringe teenager.
Fine, log in.
I don't
thank God I
remember.
can just use Google.
Oh, thank God. There we go.
I can just use Google. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Do you agree with me? Killing yourself from getting bullied on the internet is crazy.
I do agree with you.
Might not be
Doug,
long
I think
for
if
the
you're
world.
killing yourself. Okay, what's my blog name gonna be? Braybu TV. Month January 1st, 1969.
We got the logs.
191 days my next birthday. Yep, it's excellent. All right, I don't care about any of this.
Hopefully, no Tumblr porn pops up. I remember that was kind of the thing.
All right, here we go.
All right, I want to read. Let me read the last one. Does anyone even know how many foxes or animals in general save a fox has had die in her care? It's probably pretty unreasonably high, but I'm curious if anyone has an exact number. I'll do a quick count of all the ones I know about. Off the top of my head and with some light research just to double check my facts, I can list these foxes. Valentine had gingival hyperplasia, was eventually euthanized. Mouse had Chediak-Higashi syndrome and anemia, was generally sickly. Tonia, crushed by a collapsed fence. Oliver went missing. Scotch, heat stroke. Shiloh, kidney failure. Lyra, seizures, causes unknown. Sly, unspecified. Farah and her sister, unspecified, unknown. Fiasco, escaped. Kachi escaped. Older foxes, so info is harder to find. It's getting late here, but I have the time tomorrow and I'll look into some more. Oh my lord, YouTube Shorts keeps wrecking her dumbass shit. It's so recommending. Foxes are my area in the way that mustelids are, but the way she handles her mink makes me want to peel my face. She isn't in contact with any long-term established keepers. Just know, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm going to say this. I follow a lot of animal caretaker content creators. Literally in all of their feeds, doesn't matter if it's a lion or if it's a fucking ferret. Literally all of the comments are, you're not taking care of that animal correctly. The salt content is way too high for your axolotls. Literally every, and I'm talking about even experts in their fields who have been doing it for 30 plus years. Even they get criticized all the time. And it is not relegated to just animals. It's also plumbers. I follow plumbers who get fucking beat up all the time because they're doing something wrong. Dude, if you go to any video on the internet, you're going to get some criticism immediately underneath. So, like, listen, to be honest with you, I think most of these animals seem like it's a rescue center, meaning most of them are coming in sick. Obviously, some of them shouldn't be escaping or getting crushed by a fence. But like, I never really got a negligence vibe from her. So I think these people are full of shit. But like, again, at the same time, if you're a content creator, you're gonna get criticism. One of our first comments was, "This shit sucks. We didn't kill ourselves. We're still here." Like, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
This is a pretty big laundry list. I think maybe she shouldn't have been allowed to have animals.
Dude, she's had the foundation for like 10 plus years. losing 8 animals, and it looks like some of them to natural born diseases and disorders. So
Alright,
3 have
that's
escaped. It sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah, that's reasonable then. Yeah. This pathological belief in blowing up everyone cultivated an enormous Google sheet.
Dude, these people have so much free time. They're fucking.
Wait, this is actually pretty crazy. They actually. Wait, they kept a Google Doc of what happened to all of her animals.
Jesus, bro.
Holy shit.
This is some autism on autism warfare going on in the trenches.
This is crazy.
The autists are at it.
I'm not saying this out of hate, but from a place of compassion. I don't think fixating on an individual this much was or is healthy. I think if you continue to use this blog, sadly, you probably face harassment yourself, just as Michaela was the point of fixation for a misguided attempt at justice. Other people will probably fixate on you for a misguided attempt at justice. It's probably better to walk off for your mental health. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. I don't want to share this whole ass, but I think you severely overestimate both how much time I spent thinking about her and how affected I am by the messages I've been receiving. These people just fucking talk all day? Is that all they do? They just go on Tumblr?
They just sit around here and they fucking just talk about how this person's killing animals. They're probably like, look at the pupils on Valentina. Clearly, she's being abused.
Yeah.
I can see the abuse in the eyes of the fox. Look at the way she's petting that fox. She's being really rough with him.
Look at these absolute fucking paragraphs.
Dude.
These essays. These are literal essays.
God. Dude, this shit's crazy.
Some of them threatened her with lawfare. Not only
it's
is it the
blatant
abuse
animals. There's nothing I can do to stop it. What bull? Exactly. I think not only is it the abuse happening, but I'm completely helpless doing anything because of our massive following. I've contacted humane centers. I've contacted DWR. I've contacted about as many people as I can, but no surprise, nothing. It's so infuriating. The second my books take off, and hopefully I am slightly well known, I am dragging her ass to hell and back. Bro. Dude, Michaela, if you're hearing me, why, bro? Why you do that? Why you kill yourself over some furries, bro? They unleash the furry army on you and you fucking kill yourself. That's crazy, girl. I was such a fan of your content.
Some are just celebrating her death?
Yeah, of course they are. They're fucking demonic furries. Like, they're demonic, autistic, neurodivergent furries.
Yeah. This is just crazy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, well.
Jesus, I'm exhausted from all that yelling.
I mean, just turn off the computer if you're getting cyberbullied, or hey, use the block feature. It's implemented on pretty much everything at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy. To be honest, most of them have a...
Or just do what every Democrat politician has been doing for like the last 5 years since Elon has bought Twitter, and just turn off the account.
True. Literally on YouTube, you can just not get any messages. You can turn that off. You can turn off comments. I mean, I can't imagine. Like, listen, what I'm saying here is the fact that this person had to go out of her way, basically, to view the content because... Again, I looked at most of her videos. I scroll through comments sometimes. None of them were saying any of these things. So this chick had to go on Tumblr and Reddit herself, go to these feeds, and scroll through them. And like,
yeah,
look, let's say we're taking this very seriously, as serious the poor Ukrainian dad who's just trying to get home and defend his country. Yeah, You can
He
simply...
cannot even feel a fraction of the percentage of pain she felt, Doug.
She was fighting the furry army. They made a spreadsheet on her. She probably looked at it.
But if she was a man, if she was a man, who cares? If she was a man, who cares? Who cares? Yeah,
I mean,
cares?
I feel bad for even having sympathy. Because it's just like, bro, again. Oh my god. Just turn off your computer,
Jesus.
bro.
Jesus would have sympathy, but he would also be like, "That's gay."
It's just so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. And the fact that I'm the same age as her is like, bruh. I've told people I was fucking molested and they gave me much less sympathy than this. Like, what the fuck? I would say in general, I have received less sympathy than that. I've received more hate than that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. If you're a man and you get molested, it's because you wanted it.
Dude, I remember, and this person didn't say this out of any like malice. They just kind of said, right, it was off the top of their head. This is what I said to someone when I told them what happened. They were like, I was like, I was molested. They were like, huh? Isn't it when you're touched, you want to touch children too? And I was just like, wow. Of all the responses, that's the first thing that come out of your mouth. I was like, bro. I gave up at that point. I'm like, there's no reason to say this shit out loud. Like, what the fuck?
No.
Dude, I told a family member what happened, and they were like, it's that damn cocaine. I was like, what? What the fuck?
What?
I don't want to make this about me. I just want to point out that, like, I have received far less sympathy for actual trauma-induced activities than this chick getting bullied by furries. Oh,
correct.
It's, again, I accept it. Such is life. It's okay.
Not
it's
even
not
even just furries. Transgender furries.
Transgender, neurodivergent, autistic, bisexual. Are we missing any more furries?
No. On Tumblr, a very obscure platform at this point that you would
Tumblr,
honestly
yes.
have to. It doesn't even really show up in Google results anymore, so I'm not even sure how you're getting there.
Again, she has to literally be going to these places
I know.
and scrolling through. Like, I can't, bro. I can't. I don't know what to say or do here. Like, I'm at a loss of words. Like, I seriously I don't know what to say or do about the situation. And I like this creator. I thought their content was nice. Like,
if she was not an attractive young woman, no one would give two fucks.
It would get swept under the rug.
Swept under the fucking rug.
At least we had some streamer drama. We got our drama in.
Yeah, we got our drama in for the day. Wait, is there any other drama that I'm not?
I don't know. You can maybe look some up.
Let's go to live stream fails. Oh wait, there is some drama. There's some drama apparently with Pirate Software as usual.
Talking about it entirely for 10 months, and now it's my fault that their initiative died. Apparently. But hey,
no.
And then I stopped talking about it entirely for 10 months, and now it's...
All right, so
what is this?
To give some context on this drama. Yeah. So Pirate Software, he's a douche with a small dick. That's pretty much the base layer you need to know. He used to be a programmer for Blizzard. At least that's what he claims, quote unquote. Probably wasn't.
Oh, he was. No, he was. That part's confirmed.
I think he may have cleaned the toilets at Blizzard.
Oh, sure. You know, how much influence, actual, role he played, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
He did work there.
Yeah. But essentially, there's a movement called Stop Killing Games, which is designed to archive games and make them available to users through, via emulators on your computer, or via, burning it to a disk that you put into your Xbox or whatever, things of that nature, right? The whole point is to save games that are going to become defunct because of, the network going down or them not selling it anymore or it no longer being usable, et cetera, et cetera. And Pirate Software is essentially saying here that he didn't talk about it for 10 months, right? Which is like a year, right? Which pretty much just says that you don't really care about this kind of initiative anymore, right? Especially if you're saying that you yourself didn't talk about it for 10 months, probably not something on your radar, probably not something you really give a shit about, right? Pretty much, it's a pretty common, fair statement to me. So that's where this clip is coming from to start out.
My fault that their initiative died, apparently. But hey.
No. Not purely. It's not your fault it failed, necessarily. It's your fault that it didn't have a chance. It's your fault, really, that it had no chance. I would put it more like that. There was always a strong chance it could fail. Probably more likely to fail than succeed. Could have failed anyway. You slashed its odds heavily, heavily, heavily. And you didn't slash its odds fairly. You were very clearly trying to deceive people. You'd be a fucking sucker to think otherwise, and you stomped on it.
That's fine. You also didn't want to talk to Ross? I didn't.
Like, if he'd killed it and not pulled some dodgy bullshit, fair enough.
We'll go into some more context.
So wait, what did he do specifically?
We'll look to the comments. These people are usually pretty rational.
Oh yeah, watching Pirate Software continue these takes after Dr. Cannon explicitly told him that garners the hate of everyone because he's smug and refuses to ever accept his blame in any situation. He just keeps doing it. One day we should do a video on Dr. K. I fucking don't like that guy.
Dr. K, I mean, he obviously uses he's like Dr. Phil, kinda, except to a lesser extent.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
100%.
You summed it up.
He's like every other TV psychologist.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Thank you. That was perfect. You summed it up perfectly.
Yeah. Pirate really cut SKG wings from the get-go with bad faith and made-up arguments. Don't forget he acts like a cursed farms never reached out, despite he literally did, and Pirate Software deleted his comment and saying he's going to actively try and destroy the movement, all because he got ego checked once. So essentially, his ego got, diddled a little bit, and he wanted to take it out on Stop Killing Games, and essentially just wanted to kill the movement.
Another narcissist.
Yeah, another narcissist, pathological liar, yada, yada, yada. Same shit, different day. Gaming community through this, actual damage is infuriating because this affects everyone all because of his massive ego. Pirate is human garbage. Pirate Software reminds me of Oscar in that episode of The Office where him and Michael have a disagreement about China or some shit. And everyone backs Michael, he gets all pissed. It's like a perfect representation. Oh,
I can't believe Pirate still streams, man. Jesus, this guy looks like a gremlin.
He still gets viewers too. 9,000.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is a horrible goddamn direction. That's awful, dude. No, eat my entire ass. The level of stupid that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours. This shit sucks. That's a really stupid ass move. That's an incredibly stupid ass move. I think this is ass. This is complete garbage. All of this can eat shit. Then.
What is he? Can you go back? What is the EIC? I'm so
ECI. This reasons the ECI could pass.
What is the ECI?
This is essentially just ECI. Essentially, just a bill that would state that companies have to have a notice or a statement that video games are going to be available for such and such amount of time, and they're going to be archived in such and such server for X amount of days, et cetera, type of thing.
Okay.
It's once again, it's part of the Stop Killing Games movement.
Complete
and he essentially just these are all
clips
clips of him saying everything about Stop Killing Games sucks and no one should support it.
So I don't really see anything wrong with that, to be honest with you.
Everyone has their own opinion on it,
right?
But apparently the only reason he was doing this to begin with was because his ego got checked. So yeah, I mean, obviously after the whole Dire Mall incident, then I think that kind of just made.
I'm just amazed he's still relevant. I would think that at this point he'd fucking be put into the ground, but
oh yeah. Let's see. Anything else going on? Cloud9 releases Mango after his action on Lugwood stream. Let's see what happened. Regardless of tenure or accomplishments, the behavior demonstrated entirely unacceptable. Context for any warning: Mango was drunk and was caught literally humping Maya on camera.
Let's go.
Reverse the roles, and do they get removed from the group? Reverse the roles, Doug.
No.
Reverse the genders. Does it?
No,
do they get released?
Twitch is the most misandrous platform on the internet. It's literally not even close.
Yeah. But Cloud9 released Mango after he did this.
So what? Did we see the humping? I didn't even see anything.
Mango, on the other hand. No. He's humping toes. No.
He didn't even hump them physically. He just air humped them. That's crazy.
End the stream. End it.
I mean, whatever. He's still a weirdo.
End the stream.
He's a weirdo for sure.
These guys
but
are all...
Yeah. But is he a weirdo that's committing a bannable offense or something that deserves to have him released from a team?
No.
Debatable. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think it's really debatable.
Is it weird?
Like,
Sure.
Is he a streamer? Like, is he a player or is he a streamer? Because like
he's both. He's a pro. He's a pro and a streamer.
Well, is he from? Okay, fine, fair enough. So you played
He's
for a
on
team
Cloud9.
and he's sponsored by a team.
Yeah.
Or he plays for.
Let's hear this guy's take on
We
it.
just have to see how things go. I think
Connor.
you guys understand how I feel about it. There's no defending what Mango did. Or
Yeah. All right.
anything
Mango
like that. But at the
committing
same
war
time, I
crimes.
think there is like a bit of a, witch hunt mentality of people trying to pile on and make things worse for them than it maybe needs to be. But
It only
100%.
exists on Twitch and maybe Reddit.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anywhere else.
sucks.
It
What
only
happened-
exists on
I
those
think
two
Mango
platforms.
got too drunk at Vireo and did Mango stuff that, was, there's no other way to put it. It was pretty much sexual harassment. Whether or not the intent was, I think he was doing that with everybody, but obviously it has a different... You get what I mean. I don't want to talk.
Like, the dude wasn't even touching them. He wasn't even touching them. That's the funniest part about it. He would like listen. If he was like physically grabbing them or touching them or something, I could totally see it. He was air humping them. He wasn't even full on air humping them.
Dude.
He was putting a fucking toad hat in front of his crotch.
I would also ban
Like-
whoever's the owner of the stream. Was it Wendy? Is that her name? I don't
I
even.
know
Is it
who it
Wendy?
was.
I can't remember her fucking name.
I've,
Who's the chick
I
who ran the red light?
honestly don't know. Oh, Emily, extra Emily.
Emily, yeah. I called her Wendy. That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I think it's
anyone
her
remotely
fault. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Mango has been like this forever. As soon as it finally happened on stream, it was a bridge too far. But anyone remotely familiar with SSBM knows he has behaved with alcohol for over a decade. Mango would get drunk and just start fighting people, including him.
So
maybe
awesome.
this is an alcohol problem, but I mean, once again, people are kind of just like on the fence about this, and rightfully so. It's kind of just
my biggest problem is that like
Just because I didn't react to the
everyone
stupid
everyone in the background pretends like they don't know these things go on, and then when it gets
Yeah.
publicized and there's so much attraction to it, everyone throws their hands up and says, "Wow, I had no idea Mango was like that. That's so crazy." You're
Yeah.
telling me this guy only acted like that on stream and that's his first time? Because not many people do things very sporadically. Most of the time,
No,
it's
not
their
at all.
behavior. They do it all the time. You probably knew about it. So anyways, my point is, there's no way that the people who are live streaming at this party or have hung around with this guy didn't know that that's his behavior. And it goes back to, Asmongold used to be a part of the group. OTK.
Yeah.
OTK is a group, a streamer group, gaming group, whatever the fuck, org. And they had
It was.
somebody in their group who was in trouble for sexual harassment. And everybody all of a
Yeah.
sudden goes, "Oh my God, this is so crazy. I had no idea." Yeah, you were friends with the person for fucking over 7 years and you didn't know that he was running around,
Yeah.
being inappropriate. I just don't buy it, dude. I don't buy it. And you see it in literally every single group where one of them all of a sudden does something bad and they're like, "Wow, that's totally out of character. I didn't know such a thing happened." I mean, Wendy's literally like laughing her at Wendy. I call her Wendy again. Emily. Emily's
Emily.
over there like laughing her ass off about it. And I'm supposed to take it seriously? Sorry, go ahead. Play this chick's reaction to it. I mean, like,
Okay,
hold on. Let me also add on. If some dude walks up to me and starts humping a pillow in my face, I probably don't sit there like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like
what? Like, huh?
like if you felt like weirded out about it, you would like get up from your seat and like move away, right?
Do this?
But it was
Maybe,
kind of just
maybe
like
hit him with this maneuver.
yeah. I like obviously the guy's a weirdo. Obviously, shouldn't
Yes.
really be doing that. Not socially correct, so to speak. So politically correct. But is it a bannable offense? I once again kind of on the fence about that one. Is that something that you should be released from a pro team for? Is Cloud9 kind of overstepping their boundaries here a little bit? Once again, on the fence. On the fence. Another issue that has popped up is that Ethan Klein is suing the three female streamers, female YouTubers that committed copyright infringement, allegedly, on his video that he released, and as a response to iDubbbz's content cop about Ethan Klein, which allegedly slandered him. I'm saying allegedly here for legal reasons because they are in the middle of a lawsuit, and so you have Casey Tron, who is upset about it. You have Denims, another female streamer who is upset about it, and you have Frogan, who has kind of just gone radio silent and just listed the GoFundMe for 200K and hasn't said anything else, which is pretty smart. Frogan her props for that. The other two, not so intelligent. Not so intelligent. Denims keeps shit talking Ethan Klein while she's she's literally in the middle of a lawsuit. Still hasn't lawyered up. Casey Tron, her IQ just seems to get ever so slightly lower. It's like a slow leak of IQ because originally she started out being satire, and then she's kind of just turned into like
She's
just
getting
like,
desperate.
now I'm actually a serious feminist.
Well, yeah,
she's getting desperate.
She's getting extremely desperate for money. She would do
video
Casey
he
Tron
had
was
to
the
make
OG.
up that I did.
Yeah,
And put a video of me smoking weed over his stupid video to get attention.
Okay, for context, she watched his entire video while smoking weed, and she's claiming she doesn't remember any of it. So A, she's either lying, or B, she got so high she can't even remember watching the fucking video, which is actually worse.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about your video. Like, I don't know. I don't recall reacting to it. I don't believe that I reacted to it.
Is that Casey Tron?
I do not
is
remember.
Yes.
I don't know. I
Oh
may
my
have been
God.
under
Yes.
the influence, but I do not recall reacting
I
to
can't
it.
take nothing.
Just
I don't buy her as being serious. I'm sorry. Even if she's trying to be
100%.
serious, there's no way. I'm not
Yeah.
buying that shit.
Yeah, I know, 100%, 100%, Doug.
Dude,
I totally
Casey
agree with you.
Tron was like the OG fucking.
Oh my god,
man,
Mango
no.
posted about his alcohol problems.
There we go. Here it is. Oh, I'm gonna check
Oh my
myself
god,
into
stop! You're just
rehab.
giving these people more validity than they deserve.
I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry. If I
God.
hurt
Maybe you
anybody,
are an alcoholic, but
I'm an
please, Mango, if you're
alcoholic.
an alcoholic, just go to Alcoholic Anonymous and don't post on fucking Twitter about it.
Oh God, I can't stand the whatever you call this.
No.
The meta.
The Me Too movement is back on the rise, Doug. The Me Too movement is back on the fucking rise.
Good. Fucking good. Fucking very good.
Yeah, this is just stupid.
I think Mango is cringe. Can you play the footage of what he did again? I just want to like note her reaction. The chick's reaction.
Yeah, I'll play it again. Where is it?
Just one more time, and I'll describe it for the listeners.
All right, let's.
It's it's a comment in that on that page.
Yeah.
Just for context, man, it's two women who are sitting down in front of a camera, and I'm gonna mute it because they don't really say anything. And he walks up behind her and starts humping the air behind her. I mean, he maybe have gotten kind of close, and then he steps on a chair and he starts humping a mushroom toad head pillow. I mean, he's probably like a foot away from her head, and she's
Extra Emily is just.
She's just sitting there. She's not moving. She's kind of smiling. Like
You see, no one's even really like paying this much
Nobody's
attention at all. Like this is clearly not like this isn't a big deal. Really. It's
But I
just
didn't hear. What did Emily say? Did she say anything? I turned off the audio.
She hardly said anything.
Stream, Mango says.
End the stream. She literally leans towards him at the end. Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't. I'm sorry, dude. Again, I hate to do
Yeah, the people on
comparison
X
thing, but
kind of agree with us. He was humping a mushroom. It was harmless and funny. Yes, it was stupid, but it was also harmless. And dude shouldn't lose his career over it. I agree.
Yeah.
He didn't even touch to begin with. Is it inappropriate? Yes, clear, but is it a fucking crime enough to end his career? No, it is not. I mean, yeah, if I were him, I'd probably sue. Literally humping Maya on camera. Air humps like 5 centimeters away from.
Okay, it's more than 5 centimeters. It's more than 5
Yeah,
centimeters. I don't think that person knows what 5 centimeters is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously this is like a weird thing to do and everything, but I'm not going to necessarily fault Cloud9 for it, but I will say that using this as the reason why is kind of bizarre.
No, I'm telling you, they
'Cause even
knew
though
they knew what
you're a
was going on beforehand, and this is like
Yeah.
well, okay, well, he got publicized about it. Let's take it down.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a very on the fence thing. It's definitely a very on the fence thing.
What the fuck, Albert Chang? What's wrong with Albert? Stem
Oh,
cell
the guy who cheated on
transplant.
Lily Pichu.
Oh my god, what happened to him?
I don't know, Doug. I don't really care about him, to be honest. Yeah.
Jesus, that
Sorry.
dude looks fucked up.
Yeah.
Who did he
I
cheat
just
on?
don't care about him.
Who did he cheat on her with again? I'm trying to remember.
I don't even remember who.
She was
I
way
can't remember.
hotter
All I
or
know-
some shit, right?
All I know is this dude threw the bag away so fucking hard.
I guess.
Dude,
I don't think. I don't. Lily Pichu? No.
Lily Pichu is a
No.
moneymaker.
Oh,
She's a
moneymaker,
fucking
yes.
moneymaker.
Yes.
You tossed away some fucking serious bags. What are we talking about right now? Buddy, what are you doing? Like, holy shit.
Dude, what happened? He looks fucked up. That's crazy.
Mango is no longer invited to Lugwood's events. That I can understand. That I can understand. I can compromise with that.
That's kind of funny.
I can compromise. We'll watch the clip. We'll watch the clip for context sake.
All right, we'll watch the. All right, Ludwig is the host of that party.
You know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them.
Buddy, just have your lawyer say it for you. This is hard to listen
Yeah,
to.
it is.
Just have your lawyer come up, man. Just please.
But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event
now we've gone into the ego section. I'm done listening to this clip.
Well, it was already kind of weird. Listen,
it's a privilege. Please stop.
It's
Stop.
already kind of weird to tell somebody that you're not going to invite them anymore. Assuming you aren't trying to change behavior, right?
He's not even telling him. He's telling the street.
Telling the street, right? Like if you don't want someone to show up to your house, you probably just don't invite them to your house. You don't go to that person and say, "Hey, yeah, by the way, you're not allowed to come to my parties anymore." Like, what the fuck?
As you know, it's a privilege to come to my
yes, it's a privilege to come to my big parties, my great parties. You're not allowed anymore. I'm taking my invite away from you. You were a very naughty boy.
Oh my, dude, Ludwig is the literal definition of a chode. He's 100% a chode.
Oh God, I've never been a fan of him. He comes off as like the I'm just a chill dude.
Doug, it's so
and
funny.
He comes
it's
off
so
as
funny too.
Yeah.
Like all the people that, like all the streamers that I've seen, right, that I just didn't like for some reason have turned out to be pedophiles or like abusers.
Yeah, dude.
Rich Campbell. Who was the other one? Dr. Disrespect. Like
all the weirdos.
Like literally all the weird. It turns out all the people I don't like to watch from the get-go always turn out to be bad people. I think I might have a gift, Doug.
It's crazy.
I think I might have a gift.
It's so crazy, dude. I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's not that hard to figure out who's a shithead. However, how it dawns on these people that this guy who's like covered in tattoos and constantly shows at the party half naked is like a guy who might hump a pillow in your face.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Again, I'm using him just because he's relevant. I don't even think he's even, close to being that bad. But maybe people's emotional intelligence is so fucking low.
Yeah.
Sykkuno's another one I
Alright.
don't like. Like, not a fan.
Yeah, I mean,
it's always the cringe ones.
Yeah.
It's always the
Yeah.
cringe ones, dude. I'm telling you. Corpse Husband,
oh, dude, Corpse Husband fucked himself, dude. Buddy, you had the money
Dream.
in the bag.
They all
you had to do is not
had
show
money in the
anyone
bag,
your
bro.
face.
They all had money in the bag.
All Corpse Husband had to do is not show people his face, and he failed. He failed. You built your channel on ASMR content. Why did you have to ruin it with your ugly face? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You cooked yourself. You cooked yourself so hard. I actually, I want to take a look at Corpse Husband channel right
God,
now.
I
want to
hate
see.
it.
I want to see what's
I
going
hate
on.
it
I
so
want to see
much.
7.4 million subscribers.
God.
I'm actually shocked.
That he still makes content.
Wait a minute.
Oh no! What the fuck?
No, not that he's. Look at the number of views he's gotten on his channels.
Wow, he's millions.
34 million, 27 million. He hasn't posted on his main channel in 3 years.
That's crazy.
That's what happens when you post your face. That's why you don't post your face if you're not attractive.
I don't actually
You just
know the
keep it in.
context. I just know that he's cringe. So like he was insecure about his face. Wasn't he insecure about his voice too?
A lot of things.
Whatever. He's super
But, yeah, he
insecure
posted
because
his
of
face.
course he is. He posts his face and then they bullied him for it or something.
They didn't bully him. They just didn't watch his shit anymore.
Oh, that's even better. Now that's a reason to fucking nick it for sure. Fuck bullying.
Literally all the women that were watching his videos.
Oh, that's
all
so
he had to do was
fucked.
not show.
That's
all he
so
had to
funny.
do was all he had to do was just not show his face, let it be a mystery, and he couldn't handle it. His ego got in the way. He didn't want to make any more money, and so he just said, "Fuck it, I'm burning it all to the ground."
That's so
But he
awesome.
didn't actually think he was burning it to the ground. He thought he was hyping himself up, but it's like the Dream situation with Dream's giant ass chin. Like, dude,
Well, he's another one where it's just like he's cringe
Oh
as
my
fuck.
God.
He cheats. I don't even want to get started on Dream. My
No.
favorite part
we're
about
gonna
yeah.
we're gonna end the stream on a good note, Doug.
Yeah,
we're gonna end it with Myth
we'll-
ordering as XQC in the drive-thru.
Okay.
For like 1 second. Can you order an XQC's voice?
Okay, give me a banger, dude. I love XQC's voice though. It really is just
I
like
can't. It makes my head hurt.
it's hilarious. I love it.
I can only do like short clips. It's mostly people reacting to him.
Quick question. Can I get exactly what the person in front of me just ordered? Like the entire meal? Like, whatever the car in front of me just ordered? How much is it? Like, the exact same order.
I'm sorry?
I don't understand.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I get the exact same order that the person in front of me just ordered?
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so
No,
it's so similar.
It's so
to-
good. It's so good.
Okay, thank you very much.
He does it so. I don't
He
know
did
how
a
the
really
fuck he
good
does
job.
it, dude.
I used to watch Myth. Myth is cool. Myth is not a bad guy.
I like Myth. Myth is cool.
Underrated.
Yeah. All right, Doug. We've had enough racist,
Yes,
anti-Semitic, misogynistic.
We
extreme,
really, yeah, we
anti-furry-
hit all the fucking markers today, didn't we? We hit the
Yeah.
yeah. Whew. That's
Listen.
it's a good one for them to digest.
We're probably the next one on the bullying block. If anything.
I fucking hope so. I'm gonna fucking kill myself live on stream.